What's up, fellas? Hang on, let me get this all in order here. Hang on, just let me pop this chat out. Oh shit! I don't even have my turn my cam on, huh? Hang on, hang on. For the record, great fight. You have a Nui higher. Yeah, I definitely got Usyk pound for pound number one. If I had to make someone number one, I don't really care about that shit. But I'll tell you why. I mean, it's obvious, but I'll tell you why. Hang on a second here. Almost. What up, Jed? Yeah, dude, legendary. That's what we're supposed to see in all these big fights, right? So like now, whenever, hold on, let me just get this cam on real quick. Okay, all right. Hang on. So look, I don't care who you have number one. It's whatever, right? But the reason I would put him number one is just because the amount of fights, the amount of killers he fought, top level guys who weren't, you know, uh, necessarily pushovers or whatever. He beat them in their backyards. He's been doing it longer, and he just beat I mean, come on, salute to Inui. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. I'm just saying, I don't think Inui has done enough to be talked about with Usyk. Not yet at all. I mean, this dude's been perfect. Look, the greatest of Aldo. I was like joking about this with my son, right? I was like, I can make a case he's the greatest fighter ever. Like, I can make that argument. I don't think he is, but he has no one. What's the argument? No one beat him. No one beat him. He hasn't lost. He beat everyone. Fury was like, and he ain't cherry picking dudes. He ain't picking them at the right opportune time in their career for them to be defeated. He ain't stacking the deck against them and handicapping them. He ain't doing none of that. He's just coming and whooping your ass. However you want it, he'll give it to you. But I have to gloat here a little bit. Did I not call this fight exactly as it happened? Did I not call that shit to the T? The only difference was, well, I said I didn't think Fury would actually be able to survive. I didn't think he would make it to the final bell. And I kind of got that right, I literally nailed that. I said, first 3 rounds, Usyk's going to outbox him. Fury's going to have to change the pace and do something, get rough, dirty inside, change it. He did that. He hurts Usyk. Usyk has to endure taking the punishment. And then he overcomes the adversity that Fury's giving him, starts to hurt. Breaks his nose, starts to hurt him, starts to beat him up. The 12th round, Fury started to come back a little bit. You could see he caught his second wind in that last round. I'm telling you, man, if that was a 100 rounder, these dudes would have fought 100 rounds. Like, they wouldn't. I'm telling you, I've been talking about this shit. These guys, and props to Tyson too. I'm not trying to take anything away from Tyson. These guys just showed you what we're supposed to get every time champions, quote unquote champions, are in the ring. All right, this is what a real fight is supposed to look like. We know a real fight when you see a real fight. Why? Because both guys try to win. Both guys try to win. Not one guy just, giving you work like a PVC card. Any Charlo fight you want, right? That's real fighting. A real fight. But who else's heart dropped when they heard that final scorecard? I thought they were about to do Usyk dirty. Me and my son just looked at each other like, yo, are you kidding me? Here, I'll drop the link. What's it? It would have been. I thought it was a KO. I mean, the ref did jump in to like stop it, but then he changed his mind. He basically changed his mind for the better. I guess for the better, right? It gave us a better fight, a longer fight, but he didn't look Oscar. Yeah, I mean, he definitely should have pressed Fury in that 9th round, but he was just hurt. Like, this is what I'm saying. You don't know what's going through his mind. He's like, I'm winning. I have him where I want him. It's now going in my direction. Should I really take extra chances and run into a big shot and get knocked out or dropped? If he gets dropped, he loses the fight. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. I was screaming, go, go. I was telling him, spam that straight left. But did I not? I mean, I couldn't have called a fight any better. I literally said he's going to just be throwing out the up jab, zapping him straight left to the solar plexus over and over for the early rounds. It's exactly what he did. Fury then had to do something. Started letting his hands go. Started working for him. Started bullying him, just pounding on him. Hurts Usyk. But I said that's when it's going to get good. That's when it's going to get good. I couldn't have called that shit any better. I have to brag about it.
Yo, Amp, what's good, bro? It's our dog.
Yo, finally. Finally, the decision goes the right way, right?
I know, bro. When I heard split decision, I was thinking, what the fuck? Because to me, that was clear, right? That was the knockdown made it so that even if it was a draw, Usyk wins. So I was like, and immediately when I heard split decision, I was getting flashbacks to Kovalev fucking Ward 1, where it's like, bro, did they just blatantly rob this guy of a round to try and give it?
My heart dropped. I thought for sure they did do it, and they were doing it. Yeah.
But here's the thing, man. Usyk, just my quick breakdown of the fight. There were a few things that impressed me. Number one, Usyk's ability to get under the jab and shoot the straight left to the body or get the jab off. And Fury's ability to use his lead hand to stop Usyk from getting that straight left upstairs. Usyk had a real hard time getting the straight left to the head because Fury he'd put his glove up, his right glove right next to his chin, and he'd extend his lead hand, keeping Usyk at range. And I think the reason why Usyk didn't want to press for the KO after that is because if you look at the middle rounds, not only was Fury controlling him to keep him at distance and stop him from landing that, but he was also throwing the uppercut. And that uppercut fucking hurt Usyk because of the size difference. So I think Usyk, he boxed it very smart, and he won the fight fair and square.
That very first uppercut that Fury threw, it missed, but it came so close. I literally, like, my knees hit my chest. I was like, oh, shit. Like, I thought, like, man, that's a dangerous punch. Ooh, man.
Yeah, another thing too, man. He couldn't. Usyk didn't even have his jab either, man. That's another thing too that I was really impressed with. That he still had the success he had. I don't even remember any like meaningful jabs that Usyk landed in this fight, and that's been a major tool that he's used in all of his previous fights recently. He didn't land any.
He couldn't hit the shoulder, but that's a good point that Eldo brought up. Achilles is about the jab to the body, or even just the body work. Period.
Yeah. The 1-2s, man.
He was able to. He's the taller guy, able to rip to the body and not get countered. Like, that's very rare.
That's why if you look at when Usyk hurt him, I think it came when Usyk decided to do what Loma did against Haney, which is when Haney was shooting that right hand to the body. After a few times, Loma figured out, oh shit, he's going to hit me with this because he's just so much bigger and he's quick. But I can eat that shot and then shoot right back to the head with a left hand. And Usyk, he kind of did that. He caught the shots and he shot straight back. And that's where he caught Fury and hurt him, I think.
Yeah. I think
someone was saying they wouldn't give the third round to Usyk. I had it after 3. It was either 3-0 or 2-1. I don't care which way.
Yeah.
But you can't give that 12th round. Fury was starting to come back in that 12th. I said that. He didn't win that 12th round. Don't get that twisted.
Fuck no.
Don't get it twisted for a second.
All 3 judges gave Fury the round. All 3 judges gave him.
I'll give you.
What a joke, man.
I'll give you the third, but he did not win that 12th round.
Tyson Fury, for me,
this fight.
for For me, Tyson, this fight was super easy to score. For me, Tyson Fury won 4, 5, 6, possibly 7, no more.
Exactly. It
Yeah,
was that
yeah.
easy. You could
Dude,
give him 3. I don't have a problem if you give him the third one. But yeah, he just
Yeah, I mean, there were two major momentum
when he hurt
moments.
Usyk, he controlled the fight up until the round Usyk lands that blows his nose up. As soon as he blows his nose up, the whole fight's changed. Everything.
Yeah,
No,
I
they
noticed
were
that too. And I was telling people, I was thinking in my head, Usyk has to change the momentum of the fight like he did against AJ. Whenever AJ had a good round against him,
Yep.
he would always come back strong to change the momentum. Now, it took Usyk a few rounds extra this time because Fury had like a good 3 to 4 round kind of run.
Yeah, yeah.
But Usyk, once he busted Fury open, that was the momentum change he needed to where it just set the tone of the fight.
Yeah.
And you know something else?
There were two.
You know
There
what
were
else?
two moments.
Hold on, I want to show some. I want to point something out that I just find awesome about certain fighters. We know
Going
how
back to bed.
brilliant Usyk is. Usyk was lost in there for at least a whole round, maybe 2. Like, he really didn't know what to do. He was just marching forward like, fuck, something happened. He still, even while being lost, just kept persevering and found a way to overcome. Like, how long have I been saying?
Warrior.
How long have I been saying, guy's just a winner? He's just a winner. Like, you look, I was telling this, and also, yeah, whenever Usyk was like getting hurt at the beginning of those rounds, like, I kept screaming, he needs to come out and bomb on him, like, bomb, hurt him. Like, you got to do something. You got to turn it around. He finally did it, but.
You know what a lot of people don't understand about big men like Fury is that first and foremost, you make them beat themselves.
Yeah. That was definitely part of his plan. Definitely.
So
yeah.
Hey, that's true, because when he was losing those rounds, he was doing he was applying safe pressure, where he had his gloves up and he was pressuring the fuck out of Fury to make him throw shots and expend energy. You see Chocolatito do that often.
Yeah. That way,
did you
for the fight?
Well, sorry, can I also say one thing? Did you notice the big difference? So when Usyk had a bad rounds in 4, 5, and 6, he looked frustrated. Don't get me wrong, but never looked panicked. As soon as Fury lost momentum, deer in the headlights. Look at his eyes, bro.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
Was shocked.
Yeah.
He was shocked, and he couldn't adjust further. By the way, I will say, it went how I expected. I picked Usyk on points. Fury actually looked better than I expected.
Same here.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's good to hear from you, Blue Collar. It's good to hear from you, man.
Can I make a point real quick? There were 2 very clear momentum shifts around the 3rd round or 4th. I don't remember exactly, but Fury landed a low blow, and then also the headbutt that cut open Usyk. That was the first clear momentum shift, because Usyk clearly won the first 2 or 3 rounds, right? Clear.
Yeah.
It wasn't debatable. After that, that's when Fury had his success. There wasn't really like a strategic move from Fury that actually made that momentum shift.
Well,
It was a cheat. It was a cheat.
And it's the one that I said is going to have to happen. I knew he couldn't box with him, so it's like you have to start marching forward, either get dirty, rough. You have to start going forward and taking chances. So
that's my point. Like, it wasn't a legitimate punch or something. It was a low
that's
blow.
what I was going to say. Yeah, it's not like you have to start leaning to your left and shooting the uppercut here or something like that. No, it's more just you got to just lay it out on the line. And
and then what was it? The 7th or 8th round. Slowly, like you guys were saying, right? Usyk was just trying to force his moment, and then he saw it, and then he broke his fucking nose, had him leaking, and then it was over. Like everybody was saying. So, I'm so thankful that happened, man. Because for a while there, it looked a bit bad. Because Usyk was looking slow as well because of those low blows. They were impacting him. But like you said, he just pushed through. He's a fucking winner.
And look, hold on. Firmament's saying, can we talk about how much Fury clinched and hugged? I thought he did good. I really did.
He didn't do that much. Yeah.
For Fury, I thought he was very honorable. But so I don't have a problem with that.
Ant, you want to know a stat?
What's up?
This isn't about this fight, but it's about clinching. So you remember the Haney-Ryan fight, right? You want to know how many clinches happened in that fight? Me and Night Murph counted.
How many?
Guess. Just guess. I want to hear you guess first.
It's bad.
Give us the over-under.
Yeah. Just give some guesses, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah, over under 50. Over under 50.
Yeah,
I'm going
over.
over.
Since they're gonna,
Over.
I was gonna say 60 myself since they're
Over.
75.
Over.
Fucking hell.
104.
Over.
What the fuck? Dude, 132.
Okay, under. There were
Uh,
110, but there were also 6 takedown attempts from Haney. So 160 in total.
In what fight?
Ryan.
Haney Ryan.
Oh, I didn't watch that fight, man. I regret not watching
pretty
it,
fucking
dude.
bad.
That was an amazing fight too.
Dude, I didn't watch
was a good
it,
fight,
and
but-
I was telling my friends, I was like, man, Haney's gonna school this dude. Fucking Ryan sucks. And then they messaged me saying, dude, Ryan just knocked Haney down. And I was thinking, whatever, man. You guys are trolling me. And even if he did,
thing, I know what I'm talking about.
yeah, exactly. And then they're like, no, for real, like Haney's hurt. And I'm like, I checked the scorecard, right? And it was after Haney had that rally, and I'm like, man, come on, there's no point watching this because he's just he landed a good punch, whatever, bro. Ended up being the biggest regret in my life not seeing. I mean, I already seen Haney lose, but just to see him lose officially, like, it would have been nice.
Bro, that shit was like Broner. That was like Broner Maidana.
Over and over again.
Yeah, it was.
He's such a prick, man.
Okay, look,
Yeah,
I want to get everyone's opinion on this. Like Fury saying he thought he won the fight. So you're saying, do you think Fury's
He's a
like
clown.
or is he playing it up? It's a bit of both. Like he knows he lost. You always know you lost. You know he was happy the fight was over. They both were, but he was more happy.
He said that he only got the decision because Ukraine is at war. I'm thinking, well, goddamn, where was that support for Loma against Haney? You know, there was never that support there. And I was also thinking that's kind of a fucked up thing to say.
Yeah, man's concussed. He's concussed, bro.
Hey, Ant, you want to hear a crazy stat?
Hold on. I gotta go back.
Dude, even Tank said that shit. He said Usyk only had 1 round. Like, these boxers are fucking dumb.
I mean, Tank is mentally disabled, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Wait, Tank said what?
1 round can't win you a fight. That's what he tweeted. Talking about the knockdown. Like, this fucking
Actually, it can if you knock someone out.
True.
Hey, you guys want to?
Shouldn't Tank know that? He gets outboxed every fight and then knocks someone out. Basically, that's his fucking whole style.
He's fucking light skinned Wilder.
You want to hear a crazy stat?
Go ahead.
Usyk is undisputed at cruiser and heavy in 22 fights.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. By the way, you can argue like.
I'm sorry if I'm Usyk, I retire right now.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. That wasn't even close, dude. That wasn't fucking close. It was competitive for a bit. But, dude, there was no controversy. I see even Ryan Garcia now saying, I was ringside and I thought Fury won. Bro,
yeah, clowns, man.
literally, a lot of those punches Fury was throwing was just landing to the gloves. And I was seeing that shit all night. And I was like, dude, you know.
He landed some big body shots and a few big head shots. Like, he didn't land much.
Even the body shots were landing on the forearms a lot, too, though.
Yeah.
Or like on
the jab
or
was
below
largely,
the belt, you know?
The jab was largely ineffective for Tyson Fury.
Yeah, when it would land, it was like a flicker. It wasn't anything behind it.
And I guarantee you do a punch count on this, clean punches. I guarantee
Oh, it'd be lopsided.
Yeah.
Smoked him. And he wasn't that active. But yeah.
Yeah, his activity has dropped off, especially since his cruiserweight days. I think the mass that his body had to get at heavyweight, it's harder for him to operate at that level. But you could see him just kind of bite down and push through it.
Yeah. He sort of fought like his fake weight, the 233. He fought like he had that sort of weight. Even though
I've been trying to. I use this example to explain this to my son, just about like mental strength, because he was real concerned about the size difference. And I'm like, yeah, I would obviously much rather fight a shorter guy with shorter arms. Absolutely. On average, that's going to benefit me. But if this guy has supreme, he just has better all-around skills, or even Fury admitted that in one of them interviews, and we all understand that. But it's also what you have inside you. And I use this example, and tell me what you guys think of this. Mario Barrios and Errol Spence aren't any different other than their mindset. Like, physicality-wise, they're virtually the same guy. One just believes he can beat you, and one has doubts constantly.
Yo, did you see in like, bro? Sorry. Did you see
put Errol Spence in with Tank? As soon he's just gonna be like, "You little motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck you up," and that's what he thinks. Barrio enters that ring and goes, "It's the toughest night of my life." Like, like that's the difference.
Yo, do you know what
Are you about to
signifies
talk about
that? Sorry.
the news?
Do you know what signifies that the best? Did you see in like round 10 or 11 when Fury tried to go in for a clinch and Usyk literally flung the guy off him, like pushed
One
him like
arm.
2 feet? Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
One arm. I know it's the left too. One just boom, get the fuck off. I know exactly what you're talking about because I was like, "Whoa, he's way stronger than I thought he was."
Did you guys hear the news? Apparently, Usyk might have a broken jaw, so he won that fight possibly with a broken jaw.
I can believe that.
What a dog.
Yeah,
I knew he was hurt.
amazing.
I was telling my son, like, we all
Bro,
he's hurt. They were
I
both.
I was watching this with a
That's
chat room
incredible.
full of Fury fans, and I can tell you it was a party all the way up until about the 8th round, right? And in the sixth,
Yeah.
they were writing Usyk's obituary, right? And I'm like, we're only halfway through the fight.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I was seeing that too. I was seeing.
That's awesome. That is awesome because my son, I was like watching him get quiet and scared, and I told him like he didn't believe me. I said, like, I've been telling him, like, this is exact. I said, dude, this is exactly how I told you it's gonna play. Just like wait, like watch, like, and it just kept happening. I'm like, I fucking told you, but I know what they were thinking because he got scared, so I know they were getting happy. Like, yeah, and I was like, no, man, this is just where it gets good. This is where the winner shows you why he always wins. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I kept saying, you know, Fury would have a gas tank until he doesn't.
You know what?
I don't think it's broken. I'm looking at
very similar with Ryan and Haney. What did Ryan do? Zaps him, but then just starts moving, and people think like Haney's in it. It's like no. Like just wait. We got a half hour left. Just wait. Bow. You know, it's like it's coming. Just wait. Relax.
I also think one thing that was keeping me faithful is Fury's chin is overrated in the sense that he can be knocked down. We've seen it. We've seen it so many times. Like, he's good at staying alive, but he can be knocked down. So I knew at some point there was always a good chance Usyk could just drop him, and that would bring him straight back in the fight, and it did.
His chin isn't the best, but his heart and like recovery is phenomenal.
Oh, his recovery's great. I mean, he was out on his feet, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Listen, if that was
he went down like 6 times. It was some shit.
If that was Quantavious Johnson, the cruiserweight, now the heavyweight champion, they would have called that fight off.
Yeah, I thought he did call it off. I actually jumped up and said, "Told you," and then I was like, "What?"
I mean, if it was the other way around, they would have called it off.
100%.
No, for real, dude, absolutely. He fell 6 times. Like he's fucking demolished. Yeah, they were saying October, but somewhat rando. I think L Dog was saying there's some reports that Usyk may have broken his jaw.
Yeah. By the way, Usyk's doing this at heavyweight past his prime as well.
Broken his jaw in that fight. It would have been.
Yeah, he is past his prime.
It would have been from that very first monster uppercut he ate, man. I will guarantee you, if it was broke, it broke right then and there.
That same uppercut KO'd Dillian White.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and that uppercut didn't fucking like it barely hit Dillian and it knocked him out. And then Usyk just full on flush, broke his jaw, and he still fucking just stood there. Like,
I'm looking at pictures of him right after the fight. It doesn't look like a broken jaw, and he spoke pretty well at the post fight interview. There might be something.
It can be. No, he didn't go to the post fight interview. Oh, you mean in the ring?
Really fucking hurt. It could just be really hurt right now.
Yeah.
His jaw might have slammed into like the back of his skull and just bruised shit. Like we don't know exactly.
Hey, Ant, what did you think when you saw Usyk's eyes as they faced off inside the ring, bro?
He was doing the Tyson, bro, where he was following him.
Dude, bro, hold up. I've been telling everyone. I left them on comments on everyone. I said Usyk's scared, or Fury is scared. He knows what is coming. Like that's why he wouldn't look. Why wouldn't I look you in your eye? I'm scared you're gonna see what's really in me. Remember when we saw Kambosos and Tio face off, and Kambosos' fucking bravado made Tio's eyes water up. Like he cried. He cried at a face off. Okay, like look. I don't see anything wrong with that, honestly. Like this is emotional shit. Like it can happen. Like it never happened to me, but I'm not saying it couldn't, and I wouldn't want to be shamed for it. But he did, and the thing is that like. you can show how weak you really feel in these moments. That's why you will, like, you'll wear shades. You'll fucking not look at the guy. You'll stare at the ground. Like, they don't want to give them that. And it's like, why? You could say it's mind games, right? But it's like, but it still signifies weakness.
Yeah, it's
The fact
avoidance.
you're not looking at him still tells me there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Even when he was
submission.
hands wrapped, no one was like excited. Like no one was talking. He just looked like he was going to his funeral. Like I was like, yeah, man, like, he's great,
Wow.
and he was in phenomenal shape. For the record, that's the best Fury we ever saw. I think that really was the best Fury we ever saw.
Yeah,
Hey, guys.
rounds 4,
I don't
5,
give
and
a
6.
shit
bro.
about age. And me and my son were talking about this. It's because he once in that moment, and I was saying this on the way to the ring with Fury. I was like, the one great thing about Fury is the guy rises to occasions. Like,
Yeah, he does.
it's on the line. He's laying it on the line, and you can't not hate. You have to love that. So you know he's bringing it. But he was scared. He was definitely scared, but he still fucking brought it. Like,
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
yeah,
honestly
bro.
surprised how the fight played out. That Usyk was the aggressor the whole time. I really
Yeah.
thought that Fury
Yeah,
would have been
same.
on the
That's how
front
he had to
way
go into
more.
the fight. That was what he needed to do.
I mean, I agree with that, but I think that was sort of a Fury part of like the worry about Usyk, that he was the outside boxer for so much.
Well,
I think he should have pressed forward. I think in the rematch he will press forward more.
Don't you think? By the way,
Absolutely.
so
You know-
one thing. Don't you think it's hilarious? They've been telling us about this big, scary Deontay Wilder for years and years and years. We saw what Fury did to Wilder. Basically, dog walked him, and we saw him run from Usyk. He ran from Usyk, the guy who can't punch, but middleweight. Fucking hilarious.
Got
I'm
hurt
here.
worse too.
Well,
Got hurt
Bro.
worse as well.
Got hurt.
You know
badly.
what
hurt.
I think is underrated is Usyk's power.
Yeah, bro, he can't punch.
I
bro,
think his
according to-
style is changing too,
To
man.
be
He's
honest,
becoming
I don't know if it's his power is underrated. I think it's. I don't think he hits that hard, man, because he did land a lot of shots on Fury and it didn't hurt him.
I agree with you. I think they rate it right where it is. Like right
Yeah, because I saw a lot of shots landing from Usyk that just didn't have much effect on Fury. Now, he did catch him clean, but I don't know. I think it's fair. I think.
No, because I don't think Usyk throws power shots. He just looks to wear you out and then hit you with power.
Yeah,
Nah, he
That
hits
could be true
hard.
too.
Yeah.
he's the
I
type
mean,
of
he
guy
hits
that
hard
doesn't-
for a
he doesn't
normal
have
dude,
power
right?
Unless he
I wanted
sits
to
down.
point out though because Fury brought up, he goes, I see everyone talking about my physique, but who says I didn't just crash diet and come in for a payday? You know what I mean? He didn't do that.
No.
He could've
Fuck no.
survived.
The last 12 rounds.
This guy was in phenomenal shape. That's what, like, you have to. I'm saying this because you have to add that when you talk about Usyk's win. He didn't go up against the shitty Fury and end of the road Fury. That was the best Fury you're gonna get. Beat him.
That's why Fury's frustrating, man. That's why I don't like him. Like, he's pissed away half his career by being a fat slob.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep. Hey guys, get ready because this fight is going to make all those old ass fucking crusty historians say this is just proof that Battling Boy Bob with his 122 and 54 loss record would destroy AJ, Fury, and Usyk because he beat 25 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they did like a traveling circus tour of glorified ring sessions, them were real fights they had there, huh? Because apparently, because the greatest athletes in modern medicine can't keep a guy longer than like 4 beatings. But somehow these guys apparently took 80 beatings and still won titles. And shit.
Bro, these boxing historians are all fucking autists, man.
Yeah.
Imagine having like a Rayman ability and you fucking focus it on boxing.
Yeah, go trade stocks or something.
Yeah, for real, bro. I thought it was the best Fury. I thought it was. My son said that's the best Fury he ever saw.
Dude, in those middle rounds, yeah, fuck yeah, he was as good as ever. I mean, controlling Usyk, he controlled the distance while the whole fight. That straight left was hard to land on Fury the whole fight. Like, even when he was hurt, that was the only time that it really opened up opportunities for the left upstairs to land clean for Usyk. But yeah, Fury, he did well, man. He boxed well, but he clearly lost. So for me,
it makes me wonder how bad he would have lost in February.
Well,
oh god, he would have got stopped.
Yeah, he would have got stopped. That's the thing. He had a lot more time to get in better shape, do whatever. Yeah, exactly. He would have got stopped. Fury did box well. I thought he was on a back foot too much. I actually think that was intentional. I think if he came forward, he gets hurt. Maybe
That's what happened.
Maybe it does help him. Maybe it wins that way. I don't know. But it's like an educated decision on them because
it's pro and cons.
Clearly going to be in his benefit to keep Usyk like 6 inches further than Usyk's reach because Fury can still touch him. He can't get touched. So you want to keep on your back foot, keep him away, keep walking him onto shots, which is what he did and almost won the fight from it. But and you saw the second, like every time Fury had his back to the ropes, he got worked. Every time his backs would hit the ropes, hit a corner, it was the worst moment of the round for him. That's basically the same as if you made Fury walk forward, now he's at the worst possible position he could be at for bigger chunks of each round in the fight in total, probably leading to him getting his fucking ass whooped even worse. So I think it's probably beneficial for him to stay on the back foot and keep dropping them hammers.
Hey, but did you notice when he hurt Usyk, actually Fury wasn't able to cut the ring off against Usyk because Usyk's movement was too good, so maybe that's why they didn't want to. I actually think they drew a lot of inspiration from the Bellew fight because they boxed very similar to how Tony Bellew tried to box Usyk, right? On the back foot, catching him, coming in with the right hand. But yeah, when Usyk was hurt, which is when his brain should be at the worst for boxing, right? He was still too good for Fury to catch him clean on the back foot. Fury, I mean, he can cut the ring off against a Deontay Wilder, but, you know, who else can he really cut the ring off against?
Yeah.
Another thing, too, he went back to his true style, not this, like, oh, I'm a knockout artist, come forward. You know, like, he went back to what he is.
Look, this is the thing. Like, fighters are who they are in their DNA, right? Go back to Cunningham, fighting a cruiserweight Fury. Tries boxing him. Doesn't work. So what's he do? Starts marching forward, just laying it on the line, getting rough, pounding on him, just, you know, doing whatever he has to do. Well, I know that's coming in this fight, but I know Fury isn't, or Usyk ain't just going to take that. Like, he's going to now come back on you. And then what do you do there? And I didn't really see an answer for Fury at that time. You only have 2 things to do. You're not going to be able to outbox him. I know that from jump. Number 2, I don't think you're going to be able to outfight him. And I was proven right on that. So it's like, you really don't have another option. You only it's A and B, bro. That's why I said there's only one way this fight can play out. There's only one. Oh, and it'll happen again the exact same way if they rematch.
They need to make Usyk a lord, bro. He ran through the whole UK. He really did. He ran through the whole UK. He beat Bellew. He beat, Chisora.
He ran through all of Eastern Europe too, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what that means, Anthony? He got to come to America and taste some of that flavor.
If one of these black guys could have, like, ass was whooped.
Hey, he ain't seen that athletic style, you heard?
The Fury smoked the black American multiple times, and Usyk smoked the black European multiple times. So, like, no, I mean, they already did that. And them guys just got smoked multiple times. They didn't even get one win between the 2 of them.
Yeah, he's stuck in Jared Anderson.
I think we know who the best 2 fucking heavyweights of this generation are, clearly.
It's Usyk and it's Filip Hrgović.
Blue blood. You were talking about Jared Anderson, right? Isn't he fighting some guy that's actually Turkey wants him to fight Wilder after the Zhang fight, right?
God.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. If Wilder can just like catch Zhang early and then he fight, I think he's gonna knock Anderson out.
Yeah,
Anderson is just an athlete. He's got no boxing ability at all.
I had a lot of hope for him. I don't anymore.
He's got worse.
Yeah, I know. He's just been looking terrible. He looked really good when he had
both of the top ranked heavyweights, like that one Torres dude too. They're just fighting bums. I don't know what's going on with both of them.
They should fight each other.
They're trying to set that up as like a super fight for the future, for sure.
Yeah, fuck these super fights, man. You know how you get a super fight? If you deserve it. You don't just get to fight bum after bum after bum until, like, we go, oh, look, we're so tired of seeing them fight bums. Give them $10 million. Like,
Yeah.
that's why like Haney gets a big payday. Because we're like, dude, like, can he just fight someone real? Well, I want $20 million to fight someone real. Give it to him. Just get his ass kicked and get him out of here. Like, that's like the real.
You
Usyk,
just exposed the Boots Ennis game plan.
thank you. That's all these.
It's all of them. It's all.
That's
of them.
all of them. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but well,
That's what
Boots is like
Charlo
a
did.
fucking 50-0 prospect.
I want to point this out real quick. I don't mean to harp on this, but like, don't tell me it's about race when like everything I'm saying that like the Warrior Code represents, like you're just exposing yourself by saying, well, yeah, that is a Warrior Code, and none of our guys that we support right now represent that. So fuck you. It's like, no, because you know, if someone comes along that does like so-called stand on business, I'm gonna rock with that guy.
Have you noticed?
Yeah,
that,
like a Terrence
these guys-
Crawford.
Yeah,
These guys are weird, though. So, like, someone like Subriel Matias, they won't support.
Oh, exactly.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Look, I was using the analogy lately of like bumper in the gutter, like the pitfalls of bowling with the gutters, right? Like they have boxing careers with bumpers in the guardrails, so like you can't fall in the normal pitfalls that every other up and coming fighter might have to fall through. Because guess what? If you say you go down to Mexico and fight some bum and he beats your ass, your father Bill will just pay the fucking Mexican commission to change the record. You know, like if God forbid you get your ass whooped, they'll just say the weaponized drug testing and say the guy drug cheated or whatever the fuck they'll do. It's like they always have these bumpers in their gutters, so they never actually have to fall. They just like, and I'm supposed to respect that. Meanwhile, there's like a gladiator running through with dual wielding fucking, you know, like samurai swords, just massacring the whole division. And, you know, on the road, in the backyard of his opponents, fight after fight after fight, and fighting only killers, but that guy sucks. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, when he finally comes to America and, you know, he's moved up to like his 5th fucking weight division and he fights an undefeated, young fucking hot prospect and loses a controversial split decision, they say, I knew he was never shit anyway.
Yeah.
Look at what happened to Chalk, man. That was the worst with Chocolatito. This dude, like, he moves up fucking 4 weight classes, destroying, you know, all-time greats at the lower division. He finally comes to America, has like a razor thin fucking loss, and they say, "Oh, I knew he was never that good."
Take him off the list.
They're doing it with Inoue right now, bro. They're saying if Inoue's so good, why won't he fight Tank?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, Inoue could fucking become 4. He could become like a 4-division undisputed champ, move up and lose a close-ass split decision to Tank, and they'll say, I knew he wasn't shit. Yeah, that boy suck.
Tank sold like, what, you know, 13,000 tickets versus Ryan Garcia. In America, this fool sold 55,000 in Japan. Why don't Tank go to Japan? Like, why would anyone come here? Why? Like, honestly, they have a much better event. They haven't shown any, even to Tank, they haven't, you know, he's complained about corruption here in America, right? Well, they haven't shown any over there yet. So you have a much better shot at even a fair fight over there. The crowds are even better. They're bigger. They get more into it. They like appreciate you fighting there more.
There won't be random fights.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get shot going to your car. Like, you know, it's just a whole bunch of good reasons.
This is the Floyd Mayweather thing, bro. Floyd Mayweather claims he's a world champion, but he never fought outside of fucking America, and he barely fought outside of Vegas.
Yeah.
Barely fought outside there.
Las Vegas Lounge Act, bro. That's what I always
Exactly. Real champions, they fight all over the place. Look at Muhammad Ali. Look at Usyk.
Yeah.
These guys, you know, even if they fight in their home the majority of the time, like Muhammad Ali, at least this dude fucking went overseas and fought in front of others.
Yeah.
By the way, let me cut in real quick. Rick Glazer is saying that Al Heyman took off with $1 billion of Floyd's money.
Dude, did I not just did I not just talk about this? Like, who didn't? I don't need proof of this. I've been saying it's obvious. That's what happens. I'd be like, thank you for that. That's awesome. I'm glad it's fucking coming out. It's hilarious. But yeah, Floyd can sue him all he wants. He ain't getting anything back. This is what happens. Like, yeah, Floyd will sue him. He'll do the whole Tyson verse. Don King in court, and then fucking Heyman's gonna say, I don't have jack shit, but here's a Rolls Royce, take it or leave it. Floyd's gonna go, take it. Meanwhile, he got fucking $1 billion offshore. It's just that's the business, bro. Like,
Al Heyman's a Harvard-educated lawyer. Good luck getting money off of him.
I think people forget that his mentor is Don King. He is a student. Don King tells him what to do, how to do it, when to do it, where to shit, who to fuck. Like, yeah, he's his bitch. He's Don King's bitch.
That credit to Al Heyman. He must have been thinking.
Heyman and PBC can't even talk to Suleiman. They have to call Don King and have Don King talk to Suleiman. Suleiman won't even deal with them. Like, that's how, like, they're a captain in Don King's mafia. That's what he is. He's not. He's like an associate. You can't even sit down with me. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Credit to Al Heyman, because his whole career he must have been thinking, God damn, I can't believe people are this dumb. They actually buy Floyd fights, and I can't believe Floyd is so dumb. He's gonna let me take all his money.
Dude, I guarantee Heyman was like my biggest viewer. He's like, this kid's fucking on point, bro.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I never thought about that, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly. I was telling him this shit 10 years ago. It's like, what do you like? You think like there's just new rules to boxing because the guy you like is fighting now or something? It's like, this is the business, you dummies.
And look, this shit will never happen to a fighter like Pac because people respect that guy as a human being. No one respects Floyd.
Well, think
no
about
one
Pac
fucking respects
can't
him.
go broke. Like Mike Tyson can't go broke.
Exactly.
Even when you're broke, people just support you. They love you. Think of all these other fighters who were literally on the corner, broke, begging for change because they didn't treat people well. They didn't treat people well. You know? Yeah. When you're fucked over, like they always say, treat everyone nice on the way up because they're the same ones you got to deal with on the way down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no one really respects Floyd as a man. I mean, even 7-8 Sports cooked him recently, saying that all Floyd does is trick for hoes.
Oh, but yeah, duh. Yeah,
And this dude can't even leave Dubai, apparently.
I know. His buddy stole some jewelry.
He's going to be selling double glazing windows soon, man, that guy.
Have you seen what he's done lately, bro? He's put his name on some, like, Nerf gun.
He's going to commit suicide by jumping off a balcony in Dubai. That's what's going to happen.
He might get away, yeah, maybe.
I mean, they're clearly making him sign contracts and keeping him on a short leash.
I'm not going to lie, yeah. I find it hilarious how, like, all of these Middle Eastern guys are just making these guys dance. Like, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren now best friends. It's amazing. Goes to show.
I got a couple of jokes for you guys. The money team ran into the Muslim tax.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be honest, yeah. The Saudi thing, I was skeptical.
He wore out his welcome. That's what happened.
Yeah.
If he had just went over there and something like that happened, I guarantee they would have brushed it under the rug and been like, we'll figure this all out somehow, even though they take disrespect extremely serious. Since he's not already in prison, it shows that they are bending rules a bit for him still. So early on in their relationships, it would have been a little easier for him, but clearly they're already like,
they got him by the leash.
Yeah, we don't like you. You're not who we thought you were or wanted you to be. He's just so dude. I'm sorry, Tyson said it best. He's just a weak little man. He's just a weak little man.
And TBE now means the brokest ever.
Hey, Del, you bring up a good point about how these Saudis are making everyone dance. I mean, fucking hell, Bob Arum, Frank Warren. Not really Al Heyman, but a lot of those PBC fighters. Remember, PBC fighters would never jump ship for anyone. They would never fucking dare jump ship. Now all of them are signing with Matchroom or Top Rank or Gold Boy even to try and go over and get that Saudi money. So, these. I don't think it'll last forever because I just don't think that the money is quite there for boxing like that. But we should enjoy these.
Money is there. Money. Look. This is what Heyman fucked up. Money is always there in boxing when it's two guys the people want to see.
Exactly.
When it's Jermell Charlo versus Like, no, there is no money for that, literally. So whatever 5 million, 10 million they take from Waddell Reed to pay for that fight, they're losing money. They're just going to lose
100%.
money. Like, I'm not going to, like I talked about this last time, like HBO, they used to take like 1% off of all programming and just put it in like a slush fund for sports programming. They didn't plan to make any money off sports programming. They just wanted to have sports programming. So they would be like, all right, we got 10 million for this quarter for boxing. Bob Arum got this fight. We'll give you 1 million for this fight. It don't matter if it's going to turn a profit or not. But the networks are done. So now we got 1 million for a fight, but I have to be able to make 2, like at least. So I got to approve this fight. First of all, like, bring it to me. Do I even want to invest in this fight? Oh, I like that. I'll buy that one. I'll invest in that. So that's why we're getting these much better fights all of a sudden, like so fast too. It's because you're not getting a payday now. You just aren't getting. You're gonna fight for 30 grand. You want to fight a pushover? Go to fucking town hall or whatever little ballroom in your local neighborhood. Fight for 10 grand. That's what you're getting. You want a fucking 6-figure, 7-figure payday? Dude, you gotta risk your health. Like, that's point blank. You're not trying to go bully someone. You gotta fucking risk your health. And you're seeing all the same guys I clowned for years. The second they gotta step up, they fold. They fold. How did I know they were gonna fold 6-7 years ago? It's like multiple reasons. Number one, I mean, but you know, when you see the trajectory, they're not. Like, I don't know if they would have ever even made it. This is why I say they fold, because they would have never even made it to that level. They should have, like, Jamel or whatever, should never even been in the ring with the Canelo. You know? He should have just lost to Castano. And no rematch. You lost. Fuck off, work your way up. You see what I'm saying? So they shouldn't even reach these big fights.
Yeah.
Look, Haney should have never even got his ass whooped by Loma.
Bro,
let alone by Ryan. He should have never even fought Loma because, number one, Linares basically should have won that fight. If he doesn't get help, he probably just gets stopped. And number two, when they had the opportunity to either fight Loma, according to Soliman and Bill, Loma had no say in this. It was up to the Haneys to either fight Loma or take the email belt. They chose the email belt. So you never wanted Loma. You never even should have been in there. Like, what do you like? No, like
they did him so dirty in that fight, man.
They never should even be there. And how the fuck can other people just not see it? Like, they suck. They're good athletes. They have some skills. They be able to fuck people up in any gym. But like on a world-class level, they ain't that. They're regional. They're regional fighters, man.
Maurizio Suleiman told you they were sponsoring Devin Haney since he was an amateur. The guy's an industry plant.
That's illegal, number one.
It's crazy. He was an industry plant.
It's just crazy too, man. Like how much support Haney had. I mean, I've never seen. I used to think AJ was an artificial fighter, and you know he got a huge push and all, but fucking hell, AJ is a real one compared to Devin Haney. Like, absolutely. You know, I've actually grown to respect AJ a lot more.
Absolutely.
With Haney, it's just, you know, I hope there's the whole thing with boxing becoming more international and these big fights going to Saudi Arabia. I hope to God that promoters stop trying to sell the networks. Oh, we have the next Floyd. That's what they're trying. That's how they secured their deals with ESPN and DAZN. Right. They basically all said, we've got the next young, black, undefeated fighter who's going to be like Floyd, and look how much money Floyd made. And they protected them.
Jewish guys who didn't know fuck all about boxing just believe in them. Like,
exactly. They just looked at the numbers without understanding the substance and the history of the sport. Exactly. What people really want to see is action-packed fights between the fucking best.
Yeah. And you know what? The real best always give you action-packed fights.
Exactly.
Because they're the best. They're winning, both of them. So as soon as any resistance comes the other way, they're going to come right over the top of that. And what's that lead to? Action. Like, that's, you know. But when one guy is Devin Haney and the other's Prograis, and he just stands there and gets punched repeatedly, like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, you know? What are we doing?
That got to be damn near a fixed fight, bro.
Of course it was. Of course it was. That's the point.
Or at least, you know, maybe Prograis was shot, because I will give it to Haney. He looked good that night in terms of his speed and all that. But
yeah, but again, you're not just gonna stand there for 12 rounds and get punched. Like throw, like run into a shot. You're literally probably gonna get knocked out either way. The amount of punches you're taking, just start throwing back. He wouldn't even attempt. It's like, so just stop the fight. What are we doing here? Like this is nonsense.
hey,
Not a fight.
Edward in the comments brings up a good point. He says Triple G was a great example of a marketable fighter, but they never pushed him, bro. They never forced Sergio Martinez to fight him. They never forced Chavez Jr., who was a hot name at that time, to fight him. If he had those 2 wins, like he would have destroyed them, he would have been a megastar.
Golovkin and Kovalev were literally the biggest ticket sellers in America for 2 years straight. And it was all grassroots, all just actual boxing fans. No media push. The media push was because so many fans were going to their fucking fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's wild. There wasn't no fake push. They tried to like stomp their flame out.
Yeah, speaking of Kovalev, did you see him on the undercard? Sad to watch.
Yeah,
sad to
Nah,
watch.
he's done.
Yeah.
Real sad. I know what it was though. It's because Igis Klimas is his guy. He's involved in this card. There's a lot of money in this card. Kovalev ain't fighting no. Like, if you want to take a fight, it's gonna be a real fight for you. But if you want one, I can get you a nice little payday here. He's like, yeah, sure, run it.
Yeah, bro, he got fucked, man.
Yeah, he looked terrible. It looked like an old dude trying to imitate Kovalev is what it looked like.
Yeah, 100%. Bro, the amount of legacies, man, like just being destroyed, like Loma's, Kovalev's, man. Kovalev was the worst example though because he fell off a cliff after that Ward robbery.
Yeah, destroyed him.
Yeah, it's mad. People are shameless, man. I swear to God.
It's really wild how some people are like, tell me all the time they really care to like fight against the powers that be and stick up for the oppressed fighter and all that. But then when there's real examples of it, they're quiet as shit, or they're the ones pressing them, right?
Yeah, and do you know what the real sad thing about Kovalev was when he got robbed by Ward? Nobody remembers Ward's career now.
Yeah,
they robbed him for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
The
guy just leaves. He's like, "Oh, thank you for that robbery, deuces."
Who talks about Ward?
Oh, you wanted to build me off of Kovalev, and then eventually serve me up. Nope, I'm just gonna get built up, collect the paycheck, and run away before Better Be Evan Bivol punch my teeth in. Goodbye. Because I was never what you said I was. I was the Amero bum who got all the advantages and help and had bumper rails in my gutters. Fuck him, dude. Another one. Should have never even been in these fights.
Ward, I'll be honest though, Ward rubs me up the wrong way more than Haney, more than a lot of these guys. I don't know what it is about Ward,
Ward's
man.
I prefer Floyd over Ward. Ward's the bottom of the barrel to me. Like he's the worst. Because Floyd, look, if you're gonna be a bit of a dishonorable scumbag, I can respect it if you're like a little open with it. Floyd's fairly open about it. I'm here to rob the bank. I'm a coward, but a rich coward. It's not about the best. Who's proven who's the best, blah, blah, blah. Ward is the end like, oh, fuck bitches. I'm a trick. Throw money in your face. What? Just an asshole, right? Ward, character-wise, he's a fucking, he would look like a reptile. You know what I mean? He'd look like a fucking snake human inside. But on the outside, I'm a good Christian boy, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm only for the son of God and all this, but he's a scumbag.
Who would call himself a son of God, by the way, as a Christian?
Yeah, no one. Not like no Christian. That's blasphemy at the highest orders. He's a piece of shit all the way around. No, never forget the guy who literally gave him a career, plucked him from obscurity, and gave him the bumper rail career. He went and hired a fucking scumbag gangster to threaten his family's life while the guy's dying in a hospital of cancer because he didn't want to fight one fight. Like, he's a scumbag.
Yeah, lowest of the low, man. And again, the sad thing is, like,
no one calls him out.
Yeah,
everyone rides him and tells you what a great guy is, and he puts on this fake little fucking cornball smile and in a suit, and it's like, bro.
Yeah, the best thing is
Who's
though,
this?
and nobody remembers him though, so it's all good. Nobody remembers that guy.
Who's this?
Andre
What is
Ward.
it?
Oh, how did I know? How did I know you're talking about Andre Ward? I heard, dude. I was listening to his commentary of the Loma Haney fight for the first time when Top Rank re-uploaded it. Garbage, bro. Straight garbage. And then I was listening to his commentary on Pacquiao versus Floyd when Top Rank re-uploaded it. Pacquiao landed a straight left hand that buzzed Mayweather, and he was basically running. And the real commentators, like I think it was Lampley or someone, was saying, "Oh, good straight left hand for Pacquiao, might have buzzed Floyd." And Ward was saying, "But Floyd is dangerous when he's hurt. Floyd is dangerous when he's hurt." And I'm thinking, and he's like, so Pacquiao better not get too confident because Floyd is dangerous when he's hurt. And I'm just thinking, like,
Please give me an
fuck?
example of Floyd being like dangerous when he's hurt. Well, I've only seen him shell up, run, or clinch. I've literally never seen him fight fire with fire.
Forget when he's hurt.
He fights fire by turning bitch.
Yeah, forget when he's hurt. When's Floyd been dangerous?
That's hilarious.
When's Floyd ever been dangerous?
Yeah, for real. 130 versus fucking C-level fighters after they just went through fucking Mickey Ward 3 times. He's dangerous then. Like, yeah, okay, yeah. 40 years old, been through the biggest wars in modern boxing history. After a blood and guts warrior history of a career, you fight him at the tail end of his career, beat his ass, rightfully so, as you should, and you're dangerous? It's like you literally just fucking picked a drunk guy at a bar and beat him up.
Exactly, but the Loma Haney fight was even worse for Ward because Haney landed a right hand that Loma blocked, right? And he goes, "Oh, good right hand from Haney." Then Tim Bradley, Loma responds with like doubling up the straight left. Tim Bradley goes, "Oh, good left hands from Loma," and Ward instantly says, "But there wasn't much on it though." And I'm thinking, like, dude, he's backing up now. Fucking Haney's right hand didn't do shit. Now Loma's left hand had him backing up. I mean, commentary for this fight was trash too. What the fuck?
Wait. Well, what is this? Someone says, now that I'm a retired ref, I was asked many times to give fights to certain fighters for a chunk of money. I hate to say I was even threatened of bodily harm. Many refs are scared and do rig fights to keep safe.
Get him on.
Yeah, I don't know you, and I'm sure you want to keep secret or whatever, but yeah, obviously, obviously, right? Again, right? Like Floyd getting robbed, right? Like, but somehow Heyman's gonna remember this in 2015. Heyman's not gonna do Floyd like King did Mike, right? We literally heard this every day. He's not gonna do Floyd with his money because he got people around him now. We're more intelligent with money now. Well, just so everyone knows, because I was there, when Mike was making all this money, they were saying, well, now it's the new era. People are smarter. We're better with money now. Tyson ain't going to get done like Ali did with his money. And in Ali's time, people said, hey, we're better with money now. Muhammad Ali ain't going to get done dirty for his money like Joe Louis did. And in Joe Louis's day, like, are you serious?
Yeah, it's different this time, bro. You don't understand.
So back in like the 60s when you're like, or the 70s when you're like, yo, that was in the 60s. They were fucking threatening refs and judges. Not now. And in the 80s, you're like, man, in the 70s, they were threatening refs and judges. Not now. And in the 2000s, like in the 90s, they were it's like, dude, they still do it. Dude, nothing changes in the world, man. Nothing. Everything is identical. When your great-great-great-granddad was walking this earth, it was virtually identical to right now. He just didn't have a fucking smartphone and Jordans. Like, for real. Like, you don't understand. Nothing changes, dude. Nothing.
Bro, didn't Cuz D'Amato write a book about how they were trying to kill him when he was young?
They banned him from boxing.
Yeah.
They said, come, you step foot in the gym, we will kill you. Yeah.
Hey,
Hold on. They bashed Ray Arcel's brains in with a fucking lead pipe because he created a local fight promotion. Like, and he could never come back to boxing till he was like 90 years old. Like they tried to kill him. He lived, and they said, "Well, we'll let you live now, but don't fuck around because we'll just finish you off." So he stayed gone until they all died and went to jail in the commission trial. It's like nothing changes, dude. But like, so the guys who threatened our cell might be gone, but there's someone else there now because like Fat Tony or Genovese might have been threatening him. But back in the day, like in the 60s and 50s, it would have been like Carbo. There's just going to be someone new there. You can get rid of but he might not have the bad blood against Ray Arcel. You see what I'm saying? So he don't care if Arcel comes back. He just don't want so-and-so to come back because he got a beef with so-and-so. The beefs might morph, but the same shit still happens. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate the comment. Like,
hey, someone makes a good point though, Anthony. I think it was two people. First, it was
Tony Weeks, right? Shout out Tony Weeks. I'm sorry.
Hey, first it was Anderson, then it was Hawker. You notice that the commentators never gave Usyk any credit for his body work, which is what they always fucking give people credit for against an Eastern European fighter, right? Dude, there was never any credit for that. It was like we just never heard anything. It wasn't even like good body shot lands for.
But Haney will slap you in the hip and thigh, and they're like, "Oh my god, a thunderous right hand to the body."
Exactly. I mean, these dudes pick and choose, man. There's no consistency with them, is there?
No. That's why I just shit on everybody. Like unless I see consistency in you, and if I do, I'll give you respect. But the moment I just see that you're a fucking clown, not only do I not respect you, I dislike you. I mean,
yeah, it's not even like you don't care about them. You actively don't like them.
Like I would love to hear like a car crash happen on the way leaving the arena.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be like, oh man, like yeah, I don't like him, but I didn't wish that on him. I'd be like, fuck yeah. I don't give a shit, man. Yeah, dude.
But I gotta say this though, man. Boxing is actually coming back thanks to these Saudis. Thanks to the Saudis. To me, boxing, I took most of last year off just kind of watching as a casual fan. I would watch the main event, some fights, but I was just tired because it was all fucking rigged or bum bashes or whatever. There were a few good fights, but now it feels like these dudes are really putting on good fights and guys are getting a fair shake.
Yeah. Yep. And you're seeing both guys come in to win over and over and over. You're seeing it. Like, I'm telling you, I saw like a drastic change. UFC 300 immediately followed by Ryan and Haney. Like back to back, an exciting UFC card, an exciting boxing card. Every card since has been honestly high level. Even if
boxing at its best is the best sport in the world.
Even if they're not
without a doubt
the highest level athletes or whatever, they're laying it on the line at least. Like you're seeing guys fucking try. And I also think it's not just because of like Saudi money, but it's the collapse of the networks. These guys don't have guaranteed like paydays coming anymore.
They gotta compete now.
I gotta put on a show to make sure they want to bring me back.
Exactly. They gotta compete with each other and they gotta fight to fucking survive. That's for too long, boxing was just given money as like a legacy sport, and these dudes didn't have to
earn it,
put on great fights. I mean, but
look at
Gerson, what did you say before?
Just look at Tank. Like early in his career, he's getting all this beneficial treatment, but as soon as he saw like what the Haney's did to Ryan, he got scared. He was like, "Yo, look, this could easily be turned against me." Like this isn't good. Like they might come in here with refs and try to fuck me over on some cards and all that. So, you're seeing guys like speak a bit more freely. They realize they're going to have to look, all the PBC guys were friends. They would all hang out at cookouts together. Like literally.
Yeah.
Like what? How do you have 30 fighters like all friendly? Like 4 of them are in the same division and shit. It's like, what is going on here? Like, yeah. But now, like, you can't get these guys in the same room together. Like, yeah, it's fucking. They understand.
Hopefully the Saudis get rid of fucking CompuBox as well and bring in that AI punch count thing that is very accurate. I saw the AI punch count thing is now ready to do it live, so they can collect stats live. And I'm thinking, god damn, if we can get rid of CompuBox, which is just a tool to fucking persuade
Wait,
people, like
sensors and gloves or something? How would they? I
it's some AI that can like review the footage, everything in slow motion, and count the punches.
Oh shit! Damn.
But yeah, they're cleaning out the sport.
Dude, and they're not just keeping it in Saudi Arabia, they're doing fights in America. I can't wait for that USA card.
Yeah, there is a better atmosphere in like Vegas or something like that for sure.
Yeah.
There's better atmospheres than Vegas though too, but I hear what you're saying.
Yo, L-Dog, what do you think of that USA card that they're cooking up though?
The Crawford one with Zoo and
Yeah.
Virgil. That's a great card. You know, I'm excited for that.
Fire.
Yeah, they have one coming up in 2 weeks. It's the heavyweight or the Matchroom versus Queensberry. That's a good one. It's got Hergovich
really
versus
good
Dubois. It's got Zhang versus Wilder. Even though Wilder's past it, now his fans aren't so fucking loud and annoying. I can actually enjoy a Wilder fight because, you know, he is still exciting in the sense that if you put him against a big puncher, we either know he's going to get knocked out or he's going to knock someone out. So
yeah.
I mean, why not?
What do you guys think of that fight, Wilder Zhang?
It's like a wild card because of Wilder, you know. I know what to expect from Zhang. It's going to be the same thing, but we just don't know what Wilder is going to show up. You know, I guess you would have to say if Wilder shows up, then this would happen. Yeah, I don't know though, man. This is the thing. Every fight, Wilder never changed. He never developed. He never gained new skills or whatever. Like, you know, you might see him trying to jab to the body. He might go and throw three. As soon as he gets hit, he abandons it. Like he's never going to change. He is who he is. And the thing that has always remained the same about Wilder is he virtually lost every round he ever fucking boxed. Apart from the rounds he either drops you or knocks you out. If you stay on your feet, you just beat him. Like, it's just what happens, you know. It's very similar to Tank. Tank's obviously much better in terms of skills, but he loses round after round after round after round, and then zaps you. But you know, eventually you're not going to be able to catch someone. It just happens. You're just not going to knock them out. It happened to Wilder over and over and over again. Eventually, because he got to a level where the guys, you know, you're not going to catch them, okay? You got to have something else besides just power. And you know, once he got that level, he kind of fell apart. So it's like, even if he does come to win, he has to catch Zhang. Like, he just has a puncher's chance. Even if he comes to win, his best case scenario is a lucky punch or whatever, you know. Hey man, you know, just some fucking some crazy shit. He got to land some crazy shit. Other than that, he's gonna lose every fucking round. But that doesn't. I would say that should tell you like the value should be bet on Zhang. But it is Wilder. He's gonna punch you in the back of the head, and it's gonna mess you up.
Let's be honest. The problem with Wilder is he's just born stupid. I mean, the guy is dumb as a bag of bricks. He just can't make a good decision, really, can he?
Okay, so Usyk did show up to the post-fight presser, saying he must have lied. He might also had a quick X-ray somewhere, you know, because if he just showed up, that's definitely long enough to get an X-ray. Like I said, it might just be bruised or whatever, or it could just be fractured. Yeah, I would not be shocked if it is broke, or you know, bruised or hurt. Because let's be honest, dude, I don't think maybe AJ stands up to it, But that uppercut's probably dropping every heavyweight. Like they might get up, but they're probably going down. Like
No, he slumped Dillian White with that uppercut.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a big punch, man. And he gets torque in it. He gets his hips in it. Like he's torquing that thing right in you. And he smashed him right on the chin. Just took it. Like hurt him, but he took it. Yeah, that was vicious, man. I think that's the only thing I didn't account for. I did account for the uppercut because obviously, it's a highlight of his for crying out loud with Dillian White. But I didn't think he would have the success he did with it because of how I'll show this real quick. This is why I didn't, and this I have to give credit to I'm gonna go in southpaw, but he fights real thin. Like, you don't square up, you don't hunch over to get caught with it. He's real tall, square, and he throws the jab and then binks with the straight. So I didn't really see that uppercut. I thought it would just breeze by him everywhere. But no, he threw it perfect every time. As soon as he would go to lean down, his timing was on. He'd zap him with it. Like that shows you he was very relaxed in there. Because as soon as the opening came, boom, just cracking you. They were both.
I will say though, Usyk did adjust to the uppercut as the fight went on.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he dipped out. He dipped out to the side a little bit, so it would be off.
In the second half, like really, like 7 onwards, the power was drastically cut. He didn't pack the biggest punch anymore.
To be honest, I hope Usyk just retires. I mean, what the fuck else is there to do? Look, I'm going to say this. Fury would have never honored a fucking rematch clause. Never. No fucking way. He would have retired.
He fought AJ or whatever. He just, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, he would have. You know what he would have done? He would have retired, dropped the belts, and said, "Well, I'm undisputed and lineal anyway, so I'm the man to beat. Let me fight AJ."
Back in a year and a half for a big AJ fight.
What happens if for some odd reason, Fury loses to AJ?
Dude, I think AJ would beat him. I really do.
I don't know. I actually still want to see that fight. I don't know what I'd have to really look at them. But the thing, yeah, I don't know. I
think Fury AJ is going to be a war.
Yeah, it would be, man. It's a fight we have to see. Yeah, fuck the Usyk Fury rematch. And I literally am being a little selfish when I say that, just because of it can really only hurt Usyk. It can only hurt. You beat him again, it does nothing. And the win won't be as glorious either. The win won't be as glorious, and it really doesn't mean anything. Like, think of the fact he beat AJ twice. It don't matter. You just go, he's better than AJ. You just beat AJ. You don't care he did it twice. It's like, yeah, it helps, but it's, the benefit just doesn't outweigh the fucking risk.
So if the Fury match doesn't rematch doesn't happen, what's next for Usyk?
Well, I think it does happen, though. I think it does. That's the thing. I think it's going to. If Fury wants it, I think it happens. And I think it kind of has to happen. I think they gave, they can't sign a contract stating that they'll do 2 no matter what. Because if you retire, it just will nullify it regardless. But I think
they just take the belts, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think they gave a man's code, we'll do it twice no matter what, because that's why they got such a heavy payday for this one. Especially Tyson Fury.
Dude, they got paid, man. They got paid. I heard
they're saying Tyson made over $100 million.
Yeah, they say 150 or something.
Yeah, crazy. They're not giving you that for one fight. They know. They're like, no, we need this twice. So I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. No, I don't agree with that 114, 113 Fury at all. I thought it was very clear, easy fight to score. First 2 were definitely Usyk. Third, go either way. And then like from that point on, for like 4 rounds, give it to next 4 rounds to Fury. And then Usyk blasted him, broke his nose, and took over and won every round after. It was a very easy fight to score. Good fight, close fight, back and forth, but not like close like that on the cards where it's a 1-point fight. I wouldn't
Especially with a knockdown.
Yeah, I was fine with it being like 7-5 minus the point for the knockdown because I'm like, they want to keep it close or whatever, but it wasn't 7-5. It wasn't. It was more like 8-4 with a knockdown. It was like 8-4.
Yeah, 8-4, 7-5. I mean, if you want to be extremely generous, give it 6-6, but he still wins because of the fucking knockdown.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, there's no way you're giving a win to Fury. It can't happen. It can't happen. He did damn good. He did better than I thought he would do. Deserves a lot of respect, but he didn't win. I want to see him fight again. Not Usyk, but
yeah, I want to see him fight AJ. That's still a fight that is a big fight. I mean, look, even though certain fighters lose, there's still big fights for them, man. Like, and still legacy fights. To me, Fury versus AJ is a legacy fight for who was the best in Britain at that era.
Yeah. No, we have to see that fight. It has to happen. It's like not getting to see Tyson and Riddick Bowe because we didn't get it, but
Well, Tyson versus Tua.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like that. Exactly. Like, just come on, man. You got to make this happen. And this is even like big time bragging rights for them. Why leave it up to the fans to just go back and forth about whose guy would have won? Just fucking settle it. You gave the first 2 rounds to Fury?
What the fuck?
Yeah? Oh, no. You're trolling, right?
Dude,
You're trolling,
you need to
right?
learn what a scoring punch is.
Yeah, he got dominated in the first 2. Like, he just clearly lost. I won't go dominated, but he clearly lost them. I don't see any way. No, I don't think it was competitive. I really don't. I won't say domination, but it was clear. I mean, you can say competitive as long as you say clear. I don't care. Just add the clear.
Hey, what the fuck? BoxRec, their algorithm has AJ as the #1 fucking heavyweight.
Yeah, the money they put up is obscene. I would fight anybody for half of the money Fury got. Anybody. And this dude, he wouldn't do it. It's crazy the money these guys make. Especially am I correct in this to the Brits? Do British fighters not go broke? Like, I don't recall many British fighters going broke. Even British fighters who are typically like contender level live in mansions in fucking London and shit. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, they seem to. I don't know. I don't know why their money. They're better with money or something.
They keep going. They become trainers. They become commentators. They do other things like
They look out for their own or something over there. A little better, maybe.
They stay in the sport just in different ways.
Everyone in Britain will be going broke. I saw the fucking people of Ireland taken to the streets. Pretty crazy.
But what is it with American fighters? Like, I'm not even trying to be mean. Why do they usually end up not being as financially stable?
I don't know. That's what I'm literally asking. I don't see what the difference would be between the UK and us. I really don't.
Exactly.
There's a. Nah, I do get it. No, I know exactly why. It's flashy in entourages. It is. It is. It's just that is what it is. No, that is where everyone's money goes. They lose it from being flashy and supporting an entourage and keeping everyone else flashy. It's and the guys over there, they don't. Even AJ, look at him. Like he just walks around in an Adidas tracksuit. You know, like literally.
They're so comfortable.
Yeah, for real. It's I love dressing like that too. But like, he's not out there like, yeah, he's just like, hey, I am who I am. I got a bunch of money in the bank. I don't need to show it to you every day of my life.
Yeah.
No, that's just what it is. It just is what it is.
Like I'll tell you this much. I got relatives.
It's the culture is kind of getting a little more pervasive over there, I guess, but generally it's not.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much. I got relatives, right? They have a few businesses and nothing illegal. Like they're good, trust me. But they're pretty well set, and they got things here and there. But they live in a normal sized house. Like they don't have a mansion. They're not on a mountainside in Puerto Rico where there's like a crazy ocean view. No, they're just in a middle class neighborhood. Got some things, but they're not going guns blazing with the money.
Yeah.
And their kids are becoming the same way. So.
Yeah, very true. And yeah, I absolutely agree with you there that Fury had him hurt bad a few times. He had him hurt to the body bad a couple times, had him hurt to the head bad a couple times. No, you're right. Boxing is a representation of my type of capitalism. It's not my type of capitalism, but it's my type for my life. But I don't think general society should be run that way. Let me just make this very clear. I don't think a general society should be run on like a gangsterist capitalist model. But when you are in that type of economy, then you gotta do what you gotta do. If like everyone around me was like high honors and had integrity and kept a balanced budget with taxes and all that, I'd be as above board as you could possibly ask for. I'd be a judge. But when the judges are literally as corrupt as John Gotti, what do you want me to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. I'm not going to tell everyone, hey, play Mr. Nice Guy when you're getting kicked in the dick every day. No, man. No. And, yeah, muscle, whoever the fuck. There's a reason there's a reason psychopaths will rise in like Fortune 500, or it could be a fucking Dairy Queen. All right, and the psychopath will probably be the manager. You know why? He's just gonna bully you to fuck out his way, But not in like I'm gonna punch you in the face, but like a slight, what they call a soft press, a little finesse. Like get the fuck up out my way. They're just gonna push you out the way. So don't let that happen to you. Just be that guy. Like don't take no for an answer. You can do that in a great honorable society. It's not necessarily doing anything wrong. It's just you clearly don't want it as bad as me, right? But yeah, and I understand that boxing is this. I'm not saying like that's crazy to think it won't always be that way, but I don't have to respect it or appreciate it when it's like I have no problem with like doing some gangster shit to like force a fighter to get into the ring with another guy we want to see. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like if we want to see whoever, you fucking, I don't care. Fighter A, fighter B. If we want to see him and fighter A is like don't want to do it, go send some people his way. Convince him to get and sign that contract. Whatever you got to do. But whoever actually wins that fight, don't use your gangster shit there to interfere. No. Like let the best man win. Dude, there's a look. You can do anything you want, like, and I really won't judge you. Like, you kill people, rob. Literally, I really won't judge you if it's all done with honor. Like, honestly, you know what I mean? Like, don't just be like a slime ball, just stealing from your fucking friend's girlfriend's purse, like that level of just slime ball, and that's like to any level, but. Yeah, man. You don't think all like these guys who were in boxing who, show levels of honor, you don't think they have gangsters with them? They're not on some gangster shit? Of course they are. but they also have honor. See, different. So like I can't even, because to me, like, I don't know, a gangster's just like synonymous with, I guess some people look at it as just like a little criminal or whatever. But to me, it's just like, I've said it so much. It's just like a man. Like, are you being a fucking man's man? And, you know, that's, so I don't think what they're doing is even gangsterish. It's bitch shit. It's bitch shit. It's we want to be warriors, but we're not confident that we can compete and beat the best warriors, but we want to keep running and getting this clout saying we're warriors. It's so weird, man.
Thing is, I think a lot of sports, especially boxing, kind of reflects the issues with society, because the way you fight and the way you carry your career kind of really reflects the kind of person you are.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's well, it's just in the zeitgeist of culture right now. But Drake and Kendrick, what does Kendrick say? Like, this is about your character. I'm not dissing you over music. I'm dissing your character. Like, you're a bad person. Like, you're not honorable. He's not like that's what he's. It's the same thing. Like, there's men of honor everywhere, and there's slime balls everywhere. So it's, you know, it is what it is. It's character. It's, you know, and you're gonna see it in their everyday actions. Fuck their words. Their everyday actions. Their words are probably gonna give it away too, but you know. I don't know if he speaks Ukrainian or Russian. I don't know. It sounded Ukrainian at the end of the fight, but I'm not sure. He did. He said Happy New Year. Oh, he was definitely concussed. They were both concussed, bro.
Wait, why did he say Happy New Year?
What's that? Oh, I don't
What?
know. They're saying he said he must have been concussed or something. I don't know why he said it either.
You want me to read the scorecards for each judge, like round by round?
No, that dude, yeah, Mikey B's on point. No, you're dead right there. We are founded on the gun, and we have a lot of competing groups. We are involved in active power struggles right now, and always really. Britain has an establishment; they run things. Yeah, and that's the difference in ideologies of our nations, really. I don't want one establishment. I would much rather have like competing ideologies, ideas, whoever were like, this is probably best for us at this moment. But whenever you get, you know, and this is the thing, because if you get a corrupt establishment, you ain't really got hope. Like, you know what I mean? At least we kind of still have the assumption that we have hope. I don't know if we do, though. Well, I do. I have hope. Because yeah. No, he's just talking about he's just talking about no, he's not saying Britain runs things, but yeah, you got that right. Exactly. It is. It's corrupted power. That's what I'm saying. So why be anything? Why be anything? Why try to be? I always say, why try to be like more righteous? You should try to be more righteous, but again, don't let someone kick you in the balls without kicking them in the balls back. Don't be Kovalev versus Andre Ward. Don't do that.
Man.
If they're low blowing you, low blow them back. And that goes for life or in the boxing ring. If they low blow you, elbow them in their eye socket and shatter that shit. Don't low blow back. Shatter their orbital. That'll teach them. That was a good little it was dirty, but it was a nice little sneaky low blow Fury threw when he was close to Usyk there.
Nah, bro, he threw a bunch of low blows.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, the one was really bad, though.
Worrying them.
No. I think I know what you mean. And it's the thing. I don't think it's that they're driven, bro. Because that's what they always say, right? Just work harder. Just work harder. Just work, bro. You know damn well you can go work 120 hours. You're still barely incrementally even coming close to real wealth. So it's not about that. It's nepotism, family connections. They get thrusted into positions they don't deserve. So they're outpacing you, right? Like at a level like how the fuck he's CEO and I'm still down here fucking in the mailroom. Well, because his fucking uncle's on the board of directors. Like there's a big reason. They're not driven, bro. It's not. They're not fucking smarter than you. They're not more driven than you. Not at all. It does look that way because that's how they want it to look. Yeah, credit to both. That dude, the size was huge. That size difference was huge. I didn't think it was that big.
Me neither.
I really did. And when I saw Usyk actually like having trouble with that size, like from 4, 5, 6, 7, I was like, oh man. It is. I said, oh, I expected this, so just wait. But I wasn't expecting him to have that much trouble with him. I really wasn't. I didn't really, dude, Fury's bigger than I just thought he was, I guess. Because I'm like, he's been in there with AJ. The size, it's not really going to look much different. It looked a lot different.
Yeah, but I didn't look like much at the face-offs and stuff, but the difference showed in the fight.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, you're right. I didn't really notice a big difference in the face-offs either.
How much did each guy weigh? 262 and 233? I think
Usyk was 220. What's his face? Fury was 260.
Oh, wow. I heard that Usyk was in the 230s.
Yeah, they said that at the weigh-in, but scale was off or some shit they said.
Well, that makes it even more impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, because my son came to me. He was like, is 30 pounds going to make a huge difference in a heavyweight fight? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, that's a big fucking deal, right? But I'm like, it's still heavyweight. I'm like, nah. And then like 4 hours later, he's like, what's 40? It's 40. Is that going to make a difference? I was like, Jesus Christ, that's 40 pounds, man. I was like, well, I guess, if there was going to be a difference, I guess 30 would probably have the same difference. I kept trying to find the silver lining, but it was funny, man. It was funny. Yeah, his reach, his height, he could lean back from that straight left. The left hook really couldn't clip him. The jab really wasn't there. People got to give Fury credit, dude. He took away so many of Usyk's tools. Just took them away completely. But you still got to give, even more credit now to Usyk because even with that many tools taken, he still found a way to overcome. He never even got the tools back. He just fought and won without them. Like, that's crazy, man.
Definitely.
Gladiator with a sword and shield, when he gets his fucking shield knocked down, he just has the sword. Yeah, I thought that was the best Fury as well. Yeah, and the Haney fans are crying over 3 pounds. 3 pounds. Now I get it. It's not just 3 pounds. It's the fact you actually had to cut 3 pounds that you shouldn't have had to cut. But yeah, it's still fucking 3 compared to 40. Like, come on, bro. But this is why I said Usyk. If you do, I don't do the pound for pound thing. I don't give a shit about it. I'll just say I think these are like the best 5-10 fighters on earth because that shit can relatively switch unless someone's just so clear cut. But if you're gonna say anyone is pound for pound, number one right now, it can't be anyone but Usyk because he has consistently defeated guys who are at the highest level with more poundage, speak for the dummies out here, with more poundage on them. All right? I'm not just talking Fury. I'm not just talking Fury and AJ. I'm not just talking Fury, AJ, Chisora. Like, all these guys had 30 or more pounds on them, and he beat them all. So pound for pound, who's better? Who were Inui? Love him. Ain't gonna shit on him, but I'm just saying, what has he done even close to that? Numerous guys, a total of 5 fights at least. Top level guys, 30 pounds or more, a lot of weight on you, right? He's literally never done it, all right, ever. So you can't scratch Crawford. He's never done it, all right? Scratch it. Who else? Loma has done it. There's an argument there. Like, he definitely beat a guy like 20 pounds on him at lower weight classes. That poundage actually probably meant more than the 30, than the 40 the Fury had. So, that's a conversation to be had. And he did it time and time and time again as well. But when you're just beating guys your own size, and then, if I'm 100 pounds and I just beat 5 guys that are 100 pounds, if this guy's 100 pounds, but he's beating guys 130 pounds, how can you say, and we're beating them exactly the same, how can you say I'm better pound for pound? Clearly, he would be better. Clearly. You can be a fanboy and just bias and lie all you want, or, deny the obvious, but come on, man, live in reality here, guys. If you think someone's better, then you should be tweeting at them, hitting them up on Instagram, whatever, saying, yo, you got to show out, bro. You got to show what the fuck you can do. I put my money on you, my faith, whatever the hell it is. I've been telling people, whatever it is. Don't just lie and make excuses for why they aren't as good as you say they are. Tell them to rise to the occasion. Don't fucking, come on, man. Like, if you're you mean like a boxing fan? Yeah, exactly, right? It's fucking wild. Like, I gotta explain this stuff. But look, if you're a Canelo fan, all right, you shouldn't be justifying why Benavidez hasn't fought him, why Benavidez didn't push for Amanda or something. Like, why Canelo should get this much money. You should just be like, go fight the guy, dude. Fight him or you suck. Like, fight him or you ain't who I thought you were. It's that simple. There's only one fight for Canelo right now. It's been Benavidez. So what the fuck? Why are you talking? Like, there should be no other talk of those two except Canelo fight him, because Benavidez will. And I don't care about the whatever excuse you want to make. Benavidez will fight him. We know it. You know it. Canelo knows it. Everyone knows it. So you should, why are you making an excuse for someone? Why are you justifying it not happening or whatever? It should only be, that better be your next fight. That better be your next fight. I'm done if that ain't your next fight. And give them that twice. Whatever. Twice, okay. Once it just happened. So here, once already down the drain. You fought Munguia instead. So you got one more. Benavidez must be your next, or you should be done with them. It's that simple. Like, what are we doing here?
Dude, that fight needs to happen. Because the thing is, Canelo can win, but I favor Benavidez. You know what I mean? Canelo will have to train hard, but it's somewhat of a winnable fight. I favor Benavidez, but
I gotta disagree with this, man. Canelo has acquired power. He's in control now. He acquired the power of the industry, whatever. He got money. He generates money. So in the power book, if you have it, you do what you want. In life, yes. But when you look, Michael Jordan had all the power, all the money, right? Did he say, I don't want to play the Utah Jazz for the championship? I don't want to go up against Reggie Miller and the Pacers for the championship. Bring me the Clippers. All right? No, bring me Charlotte. No. Difference. No, it's not just reality, and it's not right either. It's neither. In terms of sport, in competition, in the warrior code, the martial art code, whatever you want to say, there's a way to conduct yourself. You can, he should do whatever he wants in every other aspect of his life. But when you were saying I reign supreme in this field, you can't not compete in that field. It'd be like, it'd be like the greatest engineers or any top guy in their field being like, or a math whiz, be like, I'll have a fucking quiz off against another math genius, but not that math genius. He's a little too good. I got to take the next best math genius. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't care how much money or power. Like, no. Because it's no longer about like your life. At least state that. Don't say like Canelo did, I'm the best on earth right now. Well, then you got to back that up. You have to back that up. Like, even back in the day, Tyson on his comeback, he would say, I need 2-3 more fights. I need another fight or two. I'm not in proper shape. I'm not ready for that. Like, even though all the fans or whatever, like, he'll smoke him. Mike would straight up be honest. Not ready for that. Need 2-3 more fights. He had all the power in the world. He could have made all the excuses in the world. That's just not what real ones do, man. It's just not. Like, you got to just keep it a buck. Or if you're not going to step into the ring, just keep it a buck. I can't have a double standard for Floyd when it's, hey, man, I'm just here for the money. I got the money bag. I'm going to do what I want to do now, cherry pick it. And then when so-and-so does it, be like, hey, when Floyd did it, it was bad. When Canelo does it, it's fine. No, it's bad when anyone does it. And I'm not talking to you specifically, Mike. I'm just talking about that whole idea shit that I'm thinking about right now. Yeah, that's it. And you know what money can't buy you? Being the best at something. Money can't make you the best at something. It can help you get there, but you have to do it. Money don't make you the best fighter in the world. You know, Canelo's selling the most tickets, most pay-per-views. Don't make him the best. You can say I'm the biggest, I have whatever, but you ain't the best. Like, you might be, but you know, you got to prove it against one guy. I thought Fury was nervous all week myself. I saw nerves in him the whole time. I was dropping comments everywhere. I texted people and everything. I said, he's scared, dude. Not scared like he's gonna fucking lay down. It's clearly dude, that's the most pressure anyone can ever imagine. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking beyond belief. Clearly he was scared. They both were, okay? It's just how do you handle it? And it looked like Usyk was handling it a lot better. Yeah, I mean, I get you're sad, but you definitely should be inspired. Fury, dude, Fury, there was nothing to be ashamed of with Fury's performance. His career so far, there's nothing to be ashamed of with dude. He's a fucking gladiator. Even watching it, I was telling my son, I'm like, this guy's a monster, man. Like, at the end, when he's losing, like, he's about to lose, I'm still like, this guy's still a monster, man. Dude, it's the 11th, 12th round. He's still fighting. Like, he's still trying. And he started trying real hard in the 12th. You know, he's like, empty the gas tank. Man. Dude, I don't care. Yeah, very nerve-wracking. He got like over 100 million. But, dude, there's a chance he might never live to see any of it. You know what I mean? Or you might go lose an eyeball. For real, when you're at that level, it's like I'm laying it all on the line. Like, he just got his nose splattered. Could have been his orbital. You know, could have been whatever. It's just the embarrassment, I don't think he should be embarrassed. I don't think he should be humiliated, but you just always are. You're always extremely embarrassed, extremely humiliated. You're going to go through doubting yourself and depressions and the mental fucking shaming you're going to do to yourself is crazy. I'm not saying that it's worth 100 million, but because it's not. I just said it. They get ridiculous money, but because obviously it didn't generate. It's not. I don't think it would generate that much. The oil sheik's just willing to give that, but to act like money just made. Look, dude. Do you think having 100 million in the bank don't make you depressed? Like, do you think 100 million in the bank doesn't give you anxiety? It doesn't make you worry about your loved ones dying. It doesn't make you fucking worry about catching cancer or like, dude, this is life, bro. Money ain't changing nothing. Nothing. If that's the case, why was Mike depressed? Why was Michael Jackson depressed? Why is fucking Jordan out here gambling like a maniac, like to feel something? Like, money don't make no one happy, dude. Like it really don't. It makes you happy until you, especially at that level of wealth, you get a mansion, a car, a girl, jewelry. There's nothing else to buy. What do you do? What do you do now? What do you do? You're just who you are right now through this screen in this day. You're just wearing a Brioni suit or whatever the hell you want to wear, an Adidas tracksuit. I don't know. But you can have a Rolex or whatever. You're still the same dude, bro. It ain't going to make you feel any different. Your childhood issues, your parental issues, your familial issues, or issues with your community, your friends, it's all the same, man. Yeah, pretty sure wealthy people commit suicides at higher rates, probably because the shame of like losing it all or something. I don't even know if that's true, but if it was, it might have something to do with that. Maybe just because like poor people just suffer all the time. So like they're if they go broke, it's like, yeah, whatever, I've been here 10 times. But come on. Like money ain't changing people's brains, man. Life is still life.
Dude, what
it gives you one less worry. I'll say that. It's going to give you one less worry. But the other 99 are still there. That wasn't Saudi money? They actually generated that much? No way is that fucking fight generated that much money. Yeah, that's it. 100 mil just means you don't have to work anymore. But you're still going to. You're still going to. What are you going to do? Just watch TV all day? You'll kill yourself real quick doing that. Yeah, all doubts. Still have doubts and all that good stuff. No. Look, okay. This is the thing, and okay, this is where this conversation goes. If you put your life on the line, it makes sense to control destiny in the ring. Canelo and Floyd are smart enough to realize it. I'm not saying they're earnest. Their smarts just acquired power. Yeah, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. Obviously, I've always told my son if we made if that would have been what we did, made the end of a career out of boxing, we're gonna go make some money here. I would literally do like a Prince Nassim did or something like that. Or like Sammy Vasquez from my area did, like go get a couple paydays, nothing even crazy, and just dip. Like just dip. If you just want money, go in, get a payday, and leave. Why stick around and fuck the whole sport up for years, though? That's the problem. So it's like, and then go around telling everyone that Muhammad Ali sucks, Pacquiao sucks, fucking Loma sucks, Golovkin sucks. Like telling them all the greatest fighters suck. You're the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's like, no, I can't respect it. I just can't.
Yo, what the heck is Lou DiBella's problem with Kovalev?
I don't know. I hit him up though. I hit him up. I almost DM'd him, but he was like, he's a bad guy or something. I actually felt enjoyment out of watching him get beat, and I was just like, I hit him with like,
he's one of the most.
Maybe he is or was a bad guy, but so are half the dudes you fucking support. Like, what are you talking about?
Not only that, but he's one of the most done dirty fighters ever. Probably ever.
Exactly. Floyd literally says, I'm robbing the bank. Like, he calls his fucking supporters complete idiots. So it's like, go ahead and fleece them. Like, go ahead and fleece them. I don't care about it. When I do care is when you're like holding up the division, the sport, the biggest fight in boxing or whatever, and you're running around like, cherry picking. It's the whole. Come on, dude. You can look at Usyk. It was like, what he gained power. He acquired power that he acquired and wielded it in a proper manner, right? I gained this title now. Who's the other champion? Boom, we're going to fight him now. Who's the other champion? I got two. Let's go. Boom, fight him. Oh, no, he just kept, he would go and like, it's like a fucking quest from a little, troll. You got to go get the jewels, collect them all. He, gained one. use that to leverage to fight for the next one. That's, using your acquired power in a righteous, honorable way. Yeah, he definitely, yeah. I mean, look, Floyd didn't come up with this idea on his own or anything. This is his family, like his uncles and his father coming up with like, yo, if we could do this again, this is how we would do it. This is the best way to like make the most money from the sport. And I said, credit to him there. Clearly one of the best. He ain't the best money maker ever, because in terms of per capita, or not per capita, but like what the dollar was worth at the time, Tyson made way more. Mike Tyson. But he's one of the best in terms of making money. Give him all the credit in the world for that. But don't get shit twisted. That he's greater than Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray Leonard or even Pacquiao. Like, it's crazy, man. Yeah, that's why I thought it was Saudi money, because they don't have to make a return. That's why I thought they got paid so much. It was that like whoever the fuck put it up, that Turkey Ben Amin dude, wasn't it him? I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Yeah, look, like example. Yeah, Floyd fights Berto, but he's saying like, this is what it's the hypocrisy, just I'm the best, TBE, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, all he had to do, I'm in it for the biggest paydays. Meanwhile, just go to England, fight Brook for undisputed. That was the biggest payday for him at the time, was go fight for undisputed in England versus Brook. Not only do you actually get to fight for undisputed or maybe win it finally, which you never did, you actually get to fight in another country, which you never would do. And you're fighting a top guy in his prime, at his best, in his backyard, doing all the stuff that he was never brave enough to do. And that is why I'll give him criticism. Now, you know what I wouldn't have done? Because watching Pretty Boy come up, I would always say to myself, watching him fight nobodies, is this dude ever going to fight anyone? Is this dude ever going to fight anyone? Blah, blah, blah. I didn't care, though, that much that he didn't, until he started talking shit and putting down legends. Once he started, like, shitting on Muhammad Ali and Ray Leonard, like, just legends, it's disgusting. And he's a fraud. Yeah, not.
And if he did fight someone and he had them handicapped or way off their prime.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he didn't fight Brook. I mean, everything everyone said he avoided was Brook. But he said it was all about the biggest money and blah, 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 when he would have to fight like a Guerrero rather than Lara. He said, well, no one wants to fight. A Cuban, he don't have no one. Guerrero has a whole country behind him, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, that does bring more money. I understand it. So why didn't that apply to Brook and Berto? Like, you see, so he's just a bitch. I don't even know what else to say. There is nothing else to say. It is what it is. Hell of a talent. Just didn't have balls. Yeah, I heard Floyd's supposed to be fighting Victor Ortiz in a rematch over in the Middle East. But who's this dude saying, don't bet against Tyson Fury in a rematch? Oh, I'll bet against him in a rematch. I told people before this fight to bet on him. I would have parlayed it with the Navarrete, but the odds still weren't good enough for me. But for someone else. You think size could be an issue for Inouye at 26? Yeah, hell yeah. He's no 26-pounder, man. Let him grow there naturally. He'll be able to fight them dudes, but don't jump him there in like the next year. Yeah. Man. I know Usyk was so fucking emotional after that shit.
Oh, dude.
These are going to be interesting videos to watch.
Oh, yeah. There's no swelling. That's good.
I live here. Say, my father, hey, listen, you live that, I live here. Please. No coming for me. I love you. For me, hard when my father coming for me because I remember all my life. I know he's here. Maybe like after say.
That's why you won. That's why you won.
Literally.
Yeah, Mikey. Glad you found us for sure too. The dude, as soon as the decision was announced and they came up to him and went to interview him, the first thing I said was, he ain't gonna have no words. He just wants to cry. Like, you saw it as soon as he started talking. He started choking up even in the ring.
Undeniable legend.
Yeah, you don't know how to lose,
dude. I'm just shocked it happened. Like, it happened.
Thank you to God, in the mighty name of Jesus. We put on a good fight for the fans. You know, I always say it's about getting paid and getting laid. We did that tonight. I thank Alexander for the good fight. It was a close fight, you know. I believed, like, I thought I did enough, but, you know, I'm not a judge. I can't judge a fight while I'm boxing it. You know, if they would have said to me in the last round or whatever, you're down, go out and try and finish him, I would have done that. But we believe, everyone in the corner believed we were up. You know, all I had to do was just keep boxing and doing what I was doing, and, you know, I thought we was getting it. But it was what it was. I'm not going to cry about spilled milk. I've had plenty of victories, and I've gave God the glory. I've had this one loss and a close fight, you know, with a good man like Usyk. And it was what it was. I tried my best in there. I was having a lot of fun, actually. I don't know if it looked like it, but I was playing around, hands behind my back. I was enjoying it. You know, he's a good fighter, Alexander, and I was catching him, and he was catching me, and it was.
That's a good point, and I want more fighters to understand that he had fun in the biggest fight of his life. He did. He remembered, like, to make sure he's gonna fully take in that moment. Like, yeah, he was definitely in there doing his thing, but he doesn't believe he won, for the record. You see how quickly he was like, yeah, we thought we were up, but whatever. Blah, 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 blah. See how quickly, if you think you won, you don't, like, just gloss, especially a guy like Fury. You're not just going to gloss right over it that fast. Like, yeah, I thought I won, but who cares? Like, on to the next one. It's like, no. You understood. It was close. It was competitive. It was great, but, yeah, I mean, clear. It was clear, close. Yeah.
Competitive but clear.
Yeah. Yeah, they both, I mean, dude, two elite guys, fucking tremendous shape, gave it their all. Both hurt each other back and forth. Like, you can't, yeah, it's as good as it gets, man. Yeah, but I hear you there, Hannes Revolt. Take it like a man. But at the same time, he hasn't watched it yet. Like, you have to realize he was just in there. He definitely, you're going to know you didn't win, right? But there is going to be you'll still have the doubts of maybe I did. Like, that delusion will still be circling up there. You're very rarely will a guy just, like, he's going to have to get his ass kicked to just be like, better man than I, just beat me. Because he's still remembering, like, man, I was nailing him. Like, I don't know. I thought I did really good in that round. So, yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think Fury did good. I don't think he's saying anything too out of line, except for the shit he talked about with the Ukraine, that people are just supporting him because his country's at war. But I don't actually think he meant it like as bad as it may have even came off. I think it would have just been a lot better for him though if he just said, like, I'm happy for the people of Ukraine that they have one of their own, bringing back the heavyweight title to their
That would have been way better.
country at war. Like, that's going to mean a lot to them guys. That would have gained him so much, like, love from people. You know what I mean? Like, there's ways to handle. I don't know, man. I thought he handled that wrong. And when he said that, I was like, did he really just mean to say this? And like, I was thinking what I just said in my head, like, and it just came out wrong because would you really say that? Like that's because if he meant it the way it came out, that's a very sore loser, and it's a really low blow. Like, oh, he only has fans because his country's at war, or he only got a decision because his country. That's crazy if that's actually what he meant. But I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, he didn't. I hope he didn't. I'll give him. I don't think he meant that. He's concussed. They were both concussed, I would imagine. But yeah, I heard Sugar Hill say, "Win this round and you win the fight before the 12th." Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I didn't hear that. I'm glad to know that. Okay, that's interesting. I did not think he would win the fight if he won the 12th. But if he dropped him just once, if he just got a 10-8 round in the 12th, I think I still had him losing, but only by 1 point, just by the earlier knockdown. Or maybe that would have made it a draw or something. He needed to at least knock him down to even be in the conversation. You couldn't just win it. I thought he had to at least drop him in the 11th or 12th, and he didn't do it either round. So, yeah. But that is interesting. Again, like, Sugar Hill probably didn't really believe that. He probably just knew it was close, right? He knows it's close, and he needs to get the best out of his fighter in this last round. He's probably hoping, Usyk or Fury can pull something out the bag and just stop him. But so you're going to tell him it's only one round, so just go win this round. You win the fight. It's just going to get you the best version that you can out of the guy. But that is telling me that what Fury just said there is a lie, because going into the 12th, we thought we were ahead. Really? Your guy wouldn't be saying win this round, you win the fight. He'd be saying we're ahead, play it safe, be smart, try to win the round, but don't get careless. Instead, he's like, you kind of got to go out there and lay it on the line to win this. That's what he's really saying. He's saying you're losing. You better go win this fucking fight, like, right now, but without saying you're losing, because you don't want to, like, really fuck with the guy's confidence after you just starting to get his confidence back after getting battered for a few rounds. Yeah, take emotion out of it. Close fight could have went either way. Also could have been stopped in the 9th. Yeah, I thought they were stopping it in the 9th. I'm kind of glad they didn't, though. But I don't think it could have gone either way, though. I just don't. Because even if you have it a draw, like they even give him 6 rounds apiece, Usyk still got the knockdown. That alone should give it to him. But I thought he had a knockdown and a couple rounds, so it was close, very competitive. Look, at that level, the fight is just going to be the fight. It's how much time do you have? Like, they'll keep probably going back and forth, but you're in this allotted time. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, they both had their opportunities. If Fury would have had a couple more hard rounds in him, he might have been able to get Usyk out of there mid-fight. But he only had like 2 really hard rounds where he was throwing left, right, uppercut, jab, right hand. Like, he was really slinging them combos for like 2 rounds. And then he really didn't do it anymore after that. But he was hurting Usyk the whole time. He was busting him up to the body and the head. If he would have, if he could have kept that up, he might have got him out of there. But he couldn't. So, I mean.
Can I play audio of something that Fury said?
And then real quick, Usyk might have been able to get Fury out of there like 3 rounds later, but the same thing, he couldn't do it. It was you might get knocked out if you go for it. So yeah, it's as good of a fight as you can get. It really was, man. For a historical 25-year undisputed heavyweight championship of a fight we've all waited a long time for, you can't ask for a better product. They both brought it.
It was a high level. It was a fast-paced, high-level chess match.
Yeah, it's not like some Pac Floyd shit or no, they're fucking coming to bring it, man.
Yeah. Yo, real quick, there's some audio of an interview of something that Fury said a few years ago. I think it was in 2019-ish. It relates to what he said today about the Ukraine war. This is what he had to say about fighting Usyk a few years ago.
He's a no-name. No, Usyk ain't on the list. He's a no-name. No one's interested, and it doesn't make any money. So what would I want to fight him for? It's a small cruiserweight. A foreigner don't speak good English, and nobody's really interested anyway. He's not saying anything I like. I want the big fights that people are interested in, and that ain't one of them.
What if he was to beat Joshua?
Still, it won't be a big fight. He's still a foreigner in a westernized world. The belts are back.
Yo, pause that real quick. Hey, Fury. It wouldn't be a westernized world if you gave him an opportunity, right? If the Westerners weren't keeping them out, if they would have just gotten the Just Loma decision, the Just Kovalev's award, Just Golovkin, Canelo, it wouldn't be this westernized world. They'd actually have fans and a bigger community because they'd be kicking ass. You could blame your own little fucking people here.
If they gave the decision to Kovalev, even if it wasn't for a long time, do you know how much of a big star he would have been in Russia?
Yeah, of course.
Gigantic. Look at what we're seeing with Inouye.
Dude, he was selling out arena,
Tokyo Dome,
Barclays, the fucking T-Mobile, wherever you want to put him, he was selling it out. The biggest arenas, boxing arenas in America and in Canada, the East Coast, the West Coast, Canada, Russia. Name an American doing that. Name an American doing it. And not
who did that?
And it didn't have to be like Ryan Garcia versus Tank, Ryan Garcia versus Haney. It's just Kovalev versus Pascal. No crazy two names, just a fucking fight. He's his ass. It's not even a competitive fight, really. Sold out. Huge viewership, on the networks too. It's wild.
It's so sad what happened to Kovalev.
That's why when people go, man, it's just about the dollar. It's only the bottom line. The dollar, my ass, it's about the dollar. The agenda trumps the dollar. When they already have millions of dollars, it's not, the dollar ain't the bottom line anymore. They're using their dollars to push an agenda now.
Yes, seeing what happened to Kovalev was just so sad. Somebody's got to make a documentary about it because it's one of the saddest things that's ever happened to a fighter. There's actually an interview.
And who knows how it's going to end up. It still hasn't ended yet.
Well, he's probably retired.
No, I mean, you might go to prison or, die in a car accident or.
Hopefully not.
Whatever.
Yeah. I know there's an.
It don't end well for guys like that usually.
There's an interview of Alexis Arguello where he was talking about it. This is in the 80s where he's like, dude, I got to do so much more to prove myself as a fighter. If you're an American 2-division champion, oh, wow, you're considered an all-time great. He was talking about Aaron Pryor. But I've won 3 divisions. He's being the best guys, and I still got to go a 4th weight class to get people's respect.
Yep. That's why I did it, dude. I have a whole, it's called, oh, fuck it. I have a whole, the title is something like how an all-time great's career should look. And
what year?
It would have maybe 2016.
All right, I'll look for it. I've been trying to look for that video. I know you've mentioned it before.
And it's just, I just run down his career. Like, no one did it better. Like, he did it the way it's supposed to be done, like, perfectly. And they just kept saying, well, you got to do more. This guy's better. You got to do more. And he kept doing it over and over. And they just pushed him until he lost. And he actually only lost because of a fucking drug cheat. Like, they drugged the Aaron Pryor fucking. It's crazy, man. It's wild what they do to these guys.
Well, you want to hear the rest of what Fury had to say or not?
Yeah, I do.
What if he was to beat Joshua? Still, it won't be a big fight. He's still a foreigner in a westernized world. The belts are back in the West, and they're going to stay there. And, you know, so whatever it sounds like, the heavyweight champion should be from Britain or America, nowhere else. That's it. Because maybe in Ukraine he might be a big star, but Britain or America ain't interested in some Ukrainian boxers boxing in Ukraine, and that's the way it is. The heavyweight champion of the world needs to be in the West, and that's it. That's how it goes.
I am, and I was. I know hundreds of people, like personally, who were and are, and the belts are in the Ukraine now, my man. Yeah, even if he beats the heavyweight champ, it's still not a fight I care to see, or like a fight I want to have. There's a whole bunch of funny interviews from him and his family, all the shit they've talked throughout the years. But I have never wavered from how this fight was going to play out. I'm talking years ago when Usyk first started moving up, and look, man, I started getting more and more respect for Fury. I understood he's more of a dog, but nah, man, he doesn't beat Usyk. I go watch my very last stream, and I've always said there's only one way this fight plays out, and then listen to what I say. Anytime someone goes, "What do you think happens in Fury Usyk?" I say, I only think it can happen one way, and I explain exactly what you just watched. Like, you can't have it explained any easier than there's only one way this fight happens. Like, and they can run it 10 times. The only way Fury wins is with like some catching Usyk with some crazy shit. Other than that, he's gonna lose every fucking time. And it's not. I'm not even trying to like say that to like denigrate Fury. It's just the way they're gonna mesh. It's just styles make fights. Like, yes. I literally like, I don't know how like these so-called boxing experts didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I literally even tell you the exact punches that are going to be used, like, and how it's going to. This fight could only happen one way, and it's still only going to happen one way in the future. Maybe it gets dirtier, like Fury might get dirtier, but that's all he can do. He can either try to box him, which he can't win that fight, so he has to march forward, and he will probably put the pain on Usyk for a bit, but he can only keep that up for a couple rounds, and then the Usyk's going to turn the tides back. And I thought he would end up stopping Fury. That's the only difference. I say I would actually be really surprised if Fury makes it to the final bell. And truly, I don't think he should have. I thought that actually was a stoppage, but whatever. No worries. Made it for the fight to be even better. So, but it played out exactly as I expected. What up, Frank? Exact same card as me. Exact same card. 8-4 with a knockdown. That's it. The Tyson Jake thing, it's very simple. I mean, I literally think Tyson destroys him unless it's a glorified sparring session where it's don't hurt him. But in a real fight, this is a fucking a literal YouTuber. Like, he's not a real boxer, guys. He's fought one. Not even Tommy Fury isn't even a real boxer, and Tommy beat his ass. Like, he couldn't, like, I've said this before. The guy couldn't even drop fucking Nate Diaz or like knock out Nate Diaz. He's gonna knock out Mike Tyson. Like, are you fucking
old Nate Diaz?
Yeah, an old, just destroyed shell of Nate Diaz. It's fucking ridiculous that people are even worried about Mike. It's kind of disrespectful. He's gonna hurt that dude if he wants to. That's the only thing I think about, and I don't. I don't. I would love to just have a conversation with Mike, and then I'd actually know what I think. But I don't trust the fight. I don't. I believe it is scripted, like the Roy one was. Roy even said it was scripted. We weren't. He wasn't going to try and knock me out. We weren't going to try and knock each other out. Which what he's saying is Mike wasn't going to knock me out. So yeah, it's going to be the same thing. Bullshit. Unless Mike actually does come in at 100 miles an hour. I don't think people understand the level of like this guy was the best in the world, and he's been doing this since fucking 12. Trained by like the greatest perfectionist ever to the level of like being a literal slave, like a boxing slave, like literally, but to where he was perfect. And he was also the like biggest just genetic physical freak at the same time. But somehow a YouTuber who was fucking knocked out 150-pound, old bar fighters, because like let's keep it a buck. That's what the guys the level of hands that these guys he fought are. They're just a local tough guy at a bar, right? Nate Diaz sucks. Tyrone Woodley sucks. Who else? The wrestler guy, the Masvidal drilled, sucks. They all suck. All right,
and they're all old too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're just horrible. When he fought them, so no matter, and he didn't even look great versus them. He almost lost versus every one of them. It's like just ridiculous, man. Like stop it. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, just like I always say, go to any gym. I dare you to glove up with the 60-year-old trainer there. He'll knock you dead. Knock you dead. And he was never Mike Tyson. He was never even a top 20 contender. He'll kill you. He'll kill Jake Paul. Yeah, Mike was Mike Tyson. And his 50 ain't, someone else's 50. He's like 40. He's like me right now, but in the body of Mike. No. But I don't believe it's a real fight. So it's going to be a glorified. He's going to punch Jake in the body a bunch, and Jake's going to go down. He's going to go down from body shots. He might even get stopped from body shots. If he stops him, if that's even allowed, it might just be. He's probably going to drop him from a body shot, though. Yeah, Ben Askren, that's the name. Like, what's he like? It's disrespectful. There's a reason Mike was like literally like angry at the presser. I only saw some highlights, but what people were saying to him, like, it's fucking disrespectful. Like, we're worried about you. Like, this kind of like, are you looking across the table at who he's actually fighting? This isn't a fighter. Like, it's not. He's not a fighter. Jake is not a fighter. He's not a boxer. He's not even an athlete. He's a fucking like an IG model on steroids, basically. That's all it is. I mean, Mike said it. I have some. Hold on, I got some videos. Well, Mike literally says the same thing how he said. He points out, he goes, this guy couldn't even fucking get rid of Nate Diaz. And so he's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? He's like, and he don't even look in good shape. He's fucking fat. And he is fat. He is fat. He says he's going to drop that, but it's like, what? That weight should have been gone. You ain't dropping that. What, you going to crash diet or something? Then what happened to this 230 pounds you were supposed to come in at then? So in other words, you're coming in at 210?
Them roids messing around with your body.
This is a big fucking difference. Tyson was stopped by C-level Kevin McBride 20 years ago. Jake Paul should KO Mike if it's a real fight. First of all, Mike was mentally checked out beyond belief. McBride is still Kevin fucking McBride. McBride would beat the dog shit out of Jake Paul. And his brother, same night. Dude, you could probably pull McBride out of the fuck wherever he is right now, give him 2 months, and replace Mike, and he'll still beat Jake Paul. It's like, he is still a professional boxer, heavyweight, who was a top-level contender guy. He was up there, C-level or not. He's a professional. Yeah, exactly. McBride's a fucking professional boxer ranked by commissions, exactly. He's the legit fighter, man. Not Jake Paul. No, I would bet on McBride. McBride's an actual fighter. A boxer, not a UFC guy. I don't know what McBride's looking like. I don't even know if he's alive. But no. Dude, Jake Paul's never fucking boxed he's never fucking boxed anyone. He's never beat anyone. He's never even had a fight. It's insane. It's insane. It's disrespectful. Disrespectful to fighters and the sport. The guy shouldn't even be talked about. He's a fucking joke. It's Mike's job to come in here and erase this guy from the fucking annals of history.
If you had a fighter that was going to fight him, they think he's going to be like a tune-up, what would be the game plan against Paul?
Jab, step around. Step to his jab, to his lead hand. Step around. Drop the right hand, boom, followed up with the left hook. He's out of there. He's out of there.
One round.
That's what I'm saying. Mike's gonna get rid of him. All Mike gotta do is jab, pivot, whack. As soon as he's gonna come right at Jake, flying, Jake's gonna be like, I don't know what to do, because he's literally never been in this moment. He's gonna back up. He's gonna throw a jab with Mike. Mike's arms are so short. His head's completely, he's just a little fridge coming at you. So he's getting right inside. Then he's stepping off to his side. He's going to punch him right under the arm, right in the back. Boom. He's going to do this. And then a fucking left hook is going to smash him right in the face. It's I don't know what anyone's thinking. He can't stop it. That's the thing. I don't care that he's younger, that he can't stop it. He's not, I don't think he's faster. I don't think he's stronger. I don't think he hits harder. I don't think he can take a better punch. I don't think he can do anything. He can't. He can't stop it. The only thing that makes me think maybe it is real, I don't know what Jake's getting paid, but if he's getting a big payday, why wouldn't he just go take an ass whooping? Why not just go take an ass whooping for a legit fight? For a huge payday, I mean. Why not? Right? Part of me thinks Mike has a health problem Jake knows about, and we don't trust this one bit. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Unless there's something going on other than that, it's common sense, man. Dude, people seem to... Dude, Mike can actually come out and might beat a Jared Anderson. He literally might. It's wild. Go back to when Wilder was coming, in 2015, 2016, when Wilder was coming up. Remember Tyson, Holyfield, Lennox would go to his fights and be like, this guy sucks. I'd smoke him right now. You guys remember this? It happened numerous times, and they got mad at Mike and Holyfield for all of them saying this, and they all said Mike would be like, Holyfield would have smoked him back in his day, and obviously not then, because Holyfield was pretty fell off hard. But the point being, it's a coin toss at that, even with guys at that level who aren't that good, but they're still professional fucking boxers. They're the best of the best. They might not be the top 3 or whatever, but they're a real top 10 guy. That's still okay, the example. There is it's a pros versus Joes thing, right? It was a dude who was in the NBA, white guy, fat white guy, He was called like the worst player in the NBA. I forget his name. He had a show. You can see all these clips on YouTube. Well, he had been retired for like 15, 20 years. Like he's old, fatter even, like just dad it out, right? Dad bought out, drinking beer, old man. And he goes up against, he does one-on-ones versus all these shit talkers that would like blast him on Twitter. They did a show where, and these guys are like college stars. They're stars on their college team, right? Like stars. Not one of them beats him. He plays like 15 of them. I don't even know if anyone scores a point. Like that's how. And he goes, "This is what you guys don't understand." He goes, "I'm closer to LeBron than you're closer to me. Like you might think we're the same, buddy. This is Brian Scalabrine. There it is, my man. Thank you, Casanova. He's like, we're so far apart, bro. Like you can't. And these are like star players. Like they're not like."
High level.
Yeah, they're not like the the number one player in the D1 or whatever in the NCAA, but they're star players on college teams. They're good players.
People don't understand when you play at that level.
Score. Like, and this guy's old. Like dad bought. Like he's old. They're in their prime. They can't score. Like not once. It's insane to think like, oh, this guy's older and this. It's like, are you crazy? Like Jake ain't even a boxer, first of all. And this you're talking about LeBron, not Brian Scalabrine. You're talking about LeBron coming onto the court in like 20 years. Like, you think he's still gonna crush these kids? Now imagine like you're not a ball player. You go up against LeBron. You can go learn ball for a few years. Now go try it. What do you think's gonna happen? It's gonna be ridiculous. Like, yeah, it's the same with boxing, man. I don't know why people think there's a difference. Like, dude, bro, the gap is crazy. Mike is closer to Usyk than Jake is to Mike. Okay, that's the point I'm getting. Way closer. Way closer.
People don't understand when you have so many years of experience, you're an animal. And
it's exactly. It's just there is no thinking. It's just bing, bing, pow, boom. It's like every trick, everything. You just hit someone, bing, they're right in front of you. Like, did you see? I saw a clip of Roberto Duran working with AJ, and he's teaching AJ how to slip and counter to the body. Just watch how freakishly
effortless.
Simple. Yeah, it was like it shocked me to see like little old Duran. It was like I still was like I think he might be able to beat AJ. Like that's right in front of AJ, just like ping, pow, boom, pow. I was like, what the fuck did he just do? Like he's still that good. And AJ went to hit him to the body, and he just goes pow, instant block. Like no thought, it just happens. Bang, blocked it. Like I was like, yo, and that's like 20 years older than Mike, and still phenomenally like on point. It was crazy. He's closer to Tank than you are. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wild, man. I don't know where people get this stuff from. Nowhere near the same. Nowhere near the same. That's why I say I just bring up like a 60-year-old coach at your local gym. Like, go spar him. Watch what happens. And then ask him, what did you do in your career? Nothing. Nothing. Why not? Because everyone was 1,000 times better than me. It's like, oh, really? And Mike was the pin. He was number one out of those 1,000. Like, oh, man. Different levels. Jake's getting hurt. Okay, that's the only that dude Zed nailed it. That's the only thing that would slightly worry me if I was like Team Tyson. How do you take punches? And that's what I would have been looking at. I would have had him in the gym watching that, had him sparring, observing how he handles punches. That would have been the key to do we take the fight. Mike, do you still have punch resistance? Because eventually you will lose punch resistance, right? But you'll also see guys, bro. Oh my god, I have seen like 60-year-old guys get drilled, and like it never happened. Or I mean, I remember being like 20, and my coach specifically would wear the thinnest body protector you ever saw in your life. He didn't have one, basically. It was old, beaten, like there was nothing there. It was just like 2 pieces of leather over his abs, right? I mean, I hit this guy with everything I had, like 20 times in a row. Solar plexus, liver, no reaction, dude. No reaction. I break bones, like I'm hitting him as hard as I can to where I just stopped. I was like, I think he must be hurt and just no reaction. Right? Like, he has to be hurt. But I don't know if he was. Still to this day, I'm just like, that's the toughest motherfucker I've ever seen. Like, I don't know, man. When these guys' bodies, you know, their bodies are like hardened at a different level than the average human. But the punch resistance thing is real. Like, you know, we saw this with Evander Holyfield, right? You saw Big Bad, right? You saw it with Chuck Liddell. You know, this happens. But what usually preceded that was numerous ass whoopings, right? It wasn't age that necessarily, you know, cost them their chin. It was getting their chin cracked over and over again. Mike never had a problem with his chin, like, ever. Even with the Lennox Lewis fight, that he didn't really get knocked out. He quit. Got walloped, fell, and just quit. Was like, all right, that's enough. Buster Douglas cracked it, but you know, he recovered from that. We never saw him. We saw him get hurt versus Bruno. He did that spin around versus Bone Crusher, but even like at the tail end of his career, so out of shape and whatnot. Yeah, he ate monster shots. Yeah, the fucking old guy ate McGregor's punch like it was nothing. Yeah, how many of you guys have been sucker punched and just took it? I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is a good thing. Yeah. Who would you bet on walking out of a jail cell if you had to force Jake and Mike in it together and only one walks out? Yeah, he quit. Yeah, he quit against McBride too. Exactly. Even with Danny Williams, it was a quit. He blew his knee out. He tore his ACL, but still, same thing. They didn't knock him out. Well, someone's going to say someone's going to lose. Someone's always going to say someone's going to lose. But I don't. Yeah, the only fight I ever said I knew that Jake would lose to Tommy Fury. That's the only one I think I ever said he would lose, and he did. Because the other ones are just gimmies or jokes. He's never had a lose all of his fights. I mean, what fights? He never had a fight. He had one fight and he lost it. So he actually has lost all of his fights. He had resistance once. He lost. Like, that's it. What? We're not calling fucking Afro dude, the wrestler with the Afro. We're not calling that a fight. Not in no way is Nate Diaz a fight. Those are jokes. He had resistance one time. Someone who wasn't an old man just collecting a payday. He had one fight and he lost it. And then he kills Mike Tyson. I mean, what do you mean? How's he going to do that, though? How? Yeah, if Loma continues, Navarrete and Branchik should be a good fight. Loma's supposed to fight the winner. He should, there's a more likelihood Loma or Mike kills Jake. But I don't know, man. Loma might retire.
You think he's gonna retire like right now?
60 ain't still 60 though. That's the thing. There's fucking roids, freak athletes. 60 ain't 60. 60, like, our parents are like 60. It ain't the same. These guys, dude, they're like 30 years old when they're 70. They spend so much money on fucking health and supplements and roids and God knows what else. The only thing that worries me, or would worry me if I was on Mike's team, would be his punch resistance. If they have him in the ring and he's taking punches and sparring guys just fine, then he's fine. Yeah, but a 60-year-old physical freak on juice is still way better than everyone else. Okay, look, LeBron James is only in the league still right now, right? Because of juice, okay? Because of PEDs. He would not be in the league right now if it wasn't for juice. Right? And he's going to be able to stick around for more years if he wants because of juice. You know how many there's tens of thousands of amazing young basketball players who still can't touch his level. Is an old man. He's went bald twice. That's how old he is, okay? He's literally lost hair twice. He's so old. All right. But he's still better than 99% of everyone on earth. Like, I don't care about them allowing it or not. The point is, he's juice. You said 60 on juice is still not that great. Agreed, but it still makes him better than everyone else. Like virtually everyone else, right? What is there, like 600 fucking people in the NBA or something? And there's tens of thousands of young guys trying to get in every year. If they could, do something, he's still better than them all. So 1-on-1, put him up against all, he's going to crush them all. They won't score a point. But he's 40. They're 20. Like, what's happening? Or 43 or whatever he is. Like, yeah, well, you can give him 10 more years. He'll still crush them all. It's not like, it doesn't mean he's still like in his prime or whatever, but he's still that far ahead. He's way far ahead. That's why I brought up that Scalabrine guy earlier. Yeah, he don't have the speed and the snap for sure. But like, we're acting like he needs it. Like, you're acting like he's fighting we're acting like he's fighting a real guy. Like, did Nate Diaz need snap to hit him? You know what I mean? Or speed or anything? Did Woodley need anything to make contact? All he had to do was throw. If they just threw, they landed every time. Their problem was they would never throw. But yeah, I agree. Obviously, Scott, I agree. But we watch these fights. If they just threw, every time Woodley threw, he landed. He just is such a bum, he won't throw. Nate Diaz, if he just threw, he's virtually, and he had no power, no strength, nothing, and he's still making contact. Now imagine big muscular Mike just ramming through, just power. Fuck that snap. You don't need it. Ram through just power, like trying to think of almost like a Michael Chandler or something. Like, but not that, but maybe a little older. They just power their way through.
Yeah. Bro, if Tyson knocks out Jake, that'd be crazy.
Someone who is fast and reflexive and calm and will snap you with some counters and stuff. He didn't lose against the nobody. They were professional fighters. And Mike was like, on drugs. Like bad. Like real bad. Like, real bad. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Like, when Nate Diaz hangs with you, don't talk to me about Mike Tyson. Mike's in way better shape than him in every way, shape, and form. Faster, stronger, hits harder, like just better chin, better legs. He's better at everything. Like twice as good at everything. And he's 20, but Nate's like 20 years younger or whatever, right? So age ain't what you think it is. because Nate's 48, Mike's 60. I would drop the link, but I'm salute Jack. I know you're happy. Dude, I got I gotta get off right now.
You gotta go.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I gotta go, man. I do. Like, fuck. I wish we should stop in a bit earlier, Jack. But
Great stream.
it's fantastic. Fight.
Dude, what a historic night. I'm happy with the way things turned out. Glory to God. This was epic. And hopefully we get more things like this in boxing. So
I mean,
yeah.
in terms of like, in terms of heavyweight, like title fights and all that, it's as good as it gets, man. It was
yeah.
as good as it gets. I'm not saying it's better than anything, but I'm not saying like anything's much better than it. It's as good as it gets. Like you have two guys both coming to win, trying their hardest. Like, either one could have won. That's how good it was. So, like in terms of like Fury could have gotten rid of Usyk, and Usyk could have gotten rid of Fury. It was back and forth. Like it was great. Like you can't get better. It's just two top guys both coming to win, laying it all on the line. Action packed, excitement. Yeah, please do, Jack. Yeah, just you can't get better than that, man. Credit to both guys. Fantastic on both ends. Yeah, just epic. It really was. Great fight. And there was no bullshit, like nothing, no bad taste left in everyone's mouths. Just a good night for boxing, good night for fight fans, all around.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you soon, man. Hope and pray to. God bless, all right?
Yep, no doubt. Yep. Yeah, no doubt, Zed. Thanks for coming on, Jerson. Appreciate it. Everybody else, great seeing you, Scout. Brought you up a couple streams ago. I was like, where the fuck's he been? Yeah. Figured this fight would definitely bring people out to cut. Yeah, but I just wanted to come in with the free time I had real quick. I almost didn't even do it. I started the stream and went to end it. Before I even hopped on, I was like, I started it up and I was like, yeah, I'm just canceling it. I don't got the time. I was like, I'll just jump on real quick. So, yeah. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm out. Great night. I'll watch this Navarrete thing if I can. Anyway, peace. God bless everyone.